Whew. I think, are we live? Are we live? We're live. Okay, we're good, I think. Hello? Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to aim this up just a little bit because it's a little bit low from last time from the interesting stream that happened. Welcome back, of course, to more BeamNG.Drive. We're testing hopefully the last group of wagons today. I can't promise we're going to finish them all, but I'll do my very best. I might have to leave on short notice at some point today in the next couple hours, but we'll see. Cross your fingers, we'll be fine. But if not, you know what? It is what it is, and I'll finish it, I guess, the day after. Hello, guys. Hello, TMC, Aiden, and Zaramo. How you guys doing? I'm going to go like this. I'm going to post it on Discord, and we'll start just hanging out testing the cars. Let's do this. My Discord is lagging on my phone, which is just fantastic. Come on. Come on. Did it work? Nope. Let's see. We're good. We're good. I don't know. I don't know with the face for $5. Hello. What's up, bud? How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Let me go ahead, open the stream on my phone. I think we're good to go. I think so. Let me get my charger, because my phone is going to die like it always does. We can watch the stream in 144p back. I think everything's working. We're back. Yeah, we're good. We're back in BeamNG, of course. This is the East Coast USA, the HD TTP East Coast USA Road Track 2. I don't know what mod this is. I just downloaded a bunch. You're gonna beat me up. Thanks, Costco. Hello, DKM. How you doing? We're gonna do this. We're gonna finish off some cars today. I'm gonna do one dry run. Guess who's back? Welcome back, Wesley, bud. We're gonna do one dry run with my car again and just start banging through cars. We're gonna launch it here. Right off the bat, let's just start. So they changed some tire physics with the update of BeamNG, or the update of automation, I guess, with the exported cars. So it's a bit different, but I think we're fine with the previously exported cars. I think. I don't know. I haven't really tested it out, really. Staying first in high range. I've driven this track a good bit already. We've got about 30 cars left to go today, so we've got like half the cars all today. So a lot of cars. But we'll try to bang through them today. I don't know how much time I have today. Probably like 2 hours, exactly, if not less. I know, it's one of those weird days. Yeah, we were streaming earlier today, though. Build a 1999 Jeep Cherokee replica. Maybe, I don't like to do replicas that much on my channel. I think I've done like one replica-ish ever. Just because they're never perfect, and it upsets me. I like do my own thing with creativity and stuff, even though my cars aren't perfect. We're gonna break here. There's gonna be a video coming tomorrow as well, and then probably the day after. Tomorrow's the 22nd. Yeah, and then probably a video the day after, or a stream, something. Because we like videos all week, actually. It's pretty cool. So, first test lap, 13.7. I think that's my record personally for my car. A sleeper Chrysler 300. I would love. Okay, Aiden, if there was, I really, really wish there was a Chrysler 300 mod body, because I love the Chrysler 300, the shape at least. With your own twist. Yeah, I can make like just a 90s Jeep-ish vehicle. Jeep-ish vehicle. What happened to it? What's it called, Train? What's the name of it? I did add a couple of them that aren't in the list from last time. And it's not in the list in the description. But there's a couple of them that I have added. Hello, guys. Is there a body and automation that can fit the largest V16? There is, of course. The Atlas Cascade T. I don't know if I have that one. Who'd you send it to? I don't have that one. Does it fit the rule? I've messaged the person you send it to. Dodge Durango. Something like that. Something like that is pretty cool. I think I'm going to exit out of that. Don't exit out of the YouTube tab on Windows. It's probably not a good idea. Another car on stream. What's the date? Today's the 21st. I don't know for sure. So tomorrow's going to be... We have a Gear City video coming tomorrow, probably. Or an automation, whenever I get done. I've got a Gear City recorded. Way to comply with the rules. Yeah. I don't have it. I would say message the person you sent it to and take a look. Don't use inline sixes too often. Inline sixes are my favorite engine. I haven't done an inline six build for a good bit. My diesel truck was inline six though. I will do another inline six in the future. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. There's always more engine is coming, probably. Bit slippery, that's okay. LMP1 car. I do have an LMP1-ish car. It's my, if you go to my video sort by most viewed, it's my most popular video. We're gonna hop into the first car that I have on the list, and there might be not all of them here on the list as you guys can see, but it's pretty updated. It's from the first stream actually, so it's not updated. Manager 96 is first, 165 horses. It could be trains. Yeah, I just messaged the person you sent it to be honest. So Manager 96's car, 165 horse, and 2,675 pounds is the weight. I'm turning on my fan. It's already very warm in here. Yeah. Okay. All right, JP. How you doing, bud? So this is the Plantier, a 5.0 family sport, I think. Ford Focus RS, yeah, RS, an RS5 hatchback. Yeah. A 5 hatchback, like a 5-door hatchback, or the 5-cylinder, because the old Focuses had 5 cylinders. What's any of your F1 engines? V10. Nothing else, obviously. Nothing else. Nothing else is good. Do this. Hello, Mighty Twinkle. How you doing, bud? If we don't finish all the cars today, too, I might stream the rest just in Discord, because there might be, like, only a few left today. Depending on when I finish this stream today. We might have to stop it early due to real life stuff, so I might stop it early, and then I might finish the last ones on the Discord. A 5-cylinder. Yeah, the Focus RS with the 5-cylinder is really cool. If we don't get through all the cars today, I'll probably stream the last, like, 4 on Discord. Or whatever. Unless there's something else we do that day. Unless we do, like, a build that day. And we can just stream on YouTube, and we can do the testing first. Or after. So this is the wagon here. It's not bad. It's a big boy. 5-liter engine. I'm assuming V8. Yep. Is it 4-wheel drive? Or just automatic locking diff? Yeah. It's a big boy. Have a good day, Wesley, man. Take care, man. Thanks for hopping in. Little slidey. Automatic is not what I was expecting. A 50s Le Mans car. I like that. Well, I have made like a 1920s, pretty much race car, which maybe is a Le Mans car. I'm not even sure at this point. But yeah, 50s sounds like a fun build at some point. So we will automatically control, we'll manually control the gears here. We got second, long gears. First takes us to about 120 kilometers an hour braking. Down to first. 850 R5, pretty much an 850, but with a V8 and rear-wheel drive. But I think a couple builds I'm going to do this month. I'm going to do probably 2 more builds this month. One's going to be a Hypermiler. Where's the jump button made his own Hypermiler, and I might try to beat that, which I think we can beat it. And then there may be a different automation build too. We'll see what happens. Very long gears. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. It works here fine. So it's only a, is it a 2-speed or a 3-speed automatic? I can't tell. Pretty quick though. Very, a lot of torque, clearly, a lot of wheel spin, or just small tires. Probably a combination of both, because it does tend to kick out just turning in general. Which engine is best for horsepower? I mean, if you want the most horsepower, just max size V16's what you gotta do, really. But yeah, max size V16's the best, really, to get the most horsepower. Inline 6s are pretty meta, too. On top speed test. What's up, Blubber? You deserve 100k subs. Hey, man, hey, no problem, mate. You know, we're just hanging up playing. We don't need any more subs. Manager 96. Okay, not bad for the first time of the day. Why aren't I live over here? Let's click this. 1 sec. Let me exit this real quick and click that again. So 125.7. Not a bad time. Not bad. Hello, Verdi. How you doing, bud? Not bad. Like nothing bad to say really. It was a little bit slidey around. Small tires maybe in the rear. A bit of wheel spin there. The GTC Spacer GL1 is up next by God of, I think, AE is what his name is. 165 horse, 2875 pounds. So not a bad power to weight ratio again. Pretty much, it's pretty similar to the current car. Nothing too fancy. It is right there. Wired inline 6 engines is not as popular in newer cars. I mean, one reason, cost. And the biggest one I'd say is packaging, which also is a factor of cost. You know, and fuel economy and stuff. So, you know, you can't really, it's a lot harder to get a transverse, so a sideways inline 6 in a car. So instead they just do a V6 because you can package it easier. It's easier for packaging. That's the biggest thing, I guess, is packaging for cost. You don't see the list? What's the name of the car, Bosch? Not all the cars are on the list. This list is from the first stream still. They do, yeah, they do. But they sound good. I know Mercedes is coming back as an inline 6 now. In their AMG 43 cars, some of them. And of course, Jaguar's coming back with an inline 6, so Jaguar or Land Rover instead of an inline 6, or they have an inline 6 turbo. So they're making a comeback. Let's look at the looks here real quick. I like the front end, actually. It's a square body, but the circles fit nicely with it. Do you like candy? I mean, I like candy. I don't eat candy, but I like candy. Candy tastes good. Sunroof, it's pretty advanced for 1980s, but inline 6s should be moved out to automation from the 2000s. Probably not. I'd say they're still pretty popular. Big old dual exhaust for this. What is it? Is it a V8? I honestly can't tell. Doesn't sound like a V8 actually. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blind. Let's see real quick. I like that badge up top. How much cylinders do we have? Oh gosh. Oh, there's the engine. Yes, engine. Oh, V6. Okay, yeah. All I saw was a big old engine. It's just a V6. It's a nice wagon. How long into your wagon? Which one's your wagon? What's the name of it? I gotta take a look. The list mostly is up to date on the chat there. J10. So there's like 10 ahead of you. Yeah, welcome Benjamin, bud. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. We're just hanging out today, testing some cars. Bit of a chill stream. Racing some cars around a course, I guess, not really a track. Little understeer almost, but it's still oversteer. Interesting. Have you ran my car, Red Rod? What's the... Right now we are on... If you look at the list in the description, it's the old list, but we are on God of AE's car. When I get this game, a super powerful Jeep R-Voter, that sounds good. Like a Wrangler, but with a V8, like they're actually making, but more powerful, I'm guessing. It's a Super Wrangler. Now this is a different car. It's got shorter gearing than one of the cars from the past, or like I think the first car we tested today, not the second. So pretty short gearing. Good brakes. They do lock a bit, but it is very responsive braking-wise. Not bad. Handle's pretty nice. A little bit of slidiness, but that's to be expected for a fairly heavy wagon. Fairly heavy being, you know, 2,800 pounds in this case. Bit of understeer. The Jeep Gladiator? I don't mind. I think the Gladiator looks pretty good. Personally, it's not my taste. Like the Wrangler Gladiator, like they look cool. They're not my taste for style-wise, at least. But I think it's a decent truck. A little bit of a, I think it's got a short box is one of the big issues, and it's only one size with 4 doors, I think. So it's a little bit more of a niche vehicle, I think, than an actual truck, like a mid-sized trucker, I guess would be like what, a Tacoma or a Ranger. What did I say my car? Well, there are the challenges. If you go to my Discord, linked in the description, the rules for the cars are in that Discord. You get a PC soon, you can... Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Blubber. Once you get a PC, send in a car for do one of the challenges, and we'll give her a drive. Sounds like a fun time. God of A did pretty good. 120.1. So a little better than the previous. Best one of the day, actually, so far. 120.1. Not bad at all. Put superchargers? Yes, for sure. For sure, superchargers. I can't wait for super... At some point, they'll get them. Toadstool Guy is up next. 220 horse, so a bit more power, a little more weight still. 3,050 pounds. The Sweden. Is this Sweden spelled wrong? The S-W-E-D-O-N, Sweden? Sweden? Goose? T-T-I. Isn't it Sweden? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Let's hop in. Take a reverse spin. You watch the channel for a year? Wow, you're not subbed. Well, maybe you sub now. You still got the mate. I still have the mate outfit. I mean, if you guys really want, like, if we get donations, we can put it on again. But, like, I'm not going to have a dono goal for it. Because I don't want to put it on again. Please remind once more. Maybe we can do better. If we have time, we'll do it. I might cancel. I might take... The stream might maybe cut short today. What's the most powerful car I've ever made? I think, like, 3,000 horsepower. I haven't tried for crazy high horsepower numbers. So what, 3,000? I mean, you can get 4,000 easily. So interesting. I like the wheels. They fit the car pretty well. I like the front end, a bit square. Just got here. I will enjoy the Volvo. I can't even say that properly. So dual exhaust is the theme. I love the lower tail lights because, you know, you don't want to have them, of course, in the hatch itself. V6 engine. Yeah, I'll try. I'll do my best. I'd overthrow the Israeli government just to get pop headlights back. You know what? It sounds like an interesting thing to do. The car looks good. This is a great body. This is probably my favorite wagon body. It's the one I used. I love the front end. Fits the car nicely. Everything in the foot looks nice. Interior is nice touch. We'll launch it. Have you ever heard of Minnesota? I mean, I have. I have heard of Minnesota. It's a mysterious place, but I've heard of it. It's very mysterious. So it's a little bit sketchy, if you guys can't tell. But not bad. We'll just have some water while we're driving on the grass a bit. Well, that went about exactly as I expected. Minnesota's a state in America. Wyoming is not real. Rotary engines are pretty cool. I don't mind rotary engines. I don't think I'd own one, but I like them. Like, props for people who keep them, you know, keep rotary engines. They sound cool, and they got good power, good performance aspects. I'm a great driver, I know. Yeah, this car, at high speeds, it gets a little bit slip and slidey. Braking a little bit, but it looks good. The brakes are really nice, though. Don't lock up really at all. Stay in second. We needed that. Not bad, coming into this bend. A little bit of braking. Stay in third. We'll pop it a second near the end, probably. Probably should have popped it a second before we entered. Right here, we'll do second. There we go. There we go, we're good. What happened? Well, we were just testing some cars. It's the last batch, hopefully, of the wagons. It may or may not be the last batch of the wagons, depending on how fast we get through these, basically. We'll see what happens. I've got to make a run to the shop in maybe an hour and 20 minutes. We'll see. Like, before that is. So an hour. So we'll see what happens. I might have to cut it early. I know. Hello, Solar. How you doing, bud? Solar Pass runner. Down to first. Probably should have stayed in second. I'll take it. Good time. Electric motors, even a simple electric motor would be pretty cool in automation, I feel like. These will be pretty cool, too. That'd be pretty cool. 119, so we're getting better times, actually. Toadstool is, again, sketchy to drive, but, like, it did a good time. Just a little bit of wheel spin there. Definitely sketchy at high speeds. But not bad. It looks good, too, so I'll take that. Eurobeat, you're up next. Your car. The Gloria Familia HT Turbo, 195 horse, 2,950 or so pounds. Good name. The Gloria is pretty cool. Sounds like the kind of thing a grandma would drive, but, you know, we'll see if it's got more punch than the name lets on. We'll see. Where are you, Gloria? Come on, Gloria. There you go. Big beast. Vovo. Oh, gosh. Gosh. Gasoline hybrid, too. Yeah, gas hybrid would be pretty sick. Hello, Sylvia. Hello. Use the keyboard. What automation I use the keyboard? You don't really need, you just use the mouse, really. Radial engine would be pretty sick. A Super Duty truck, possibly. My diesel truck was. If you just type in diesel truck automation, it's one of the first things that pops up, I think. It's just I think it's a yellow truck. It's got a 6-liter diesel inline 6. It's based on the F250, so it's like a big old truck. Radial 9 would be pretty sick, though. So some things fell off the side here. Take care, Aiden, bud. But I love the fender mounted mirrors. Kind of fits this car. It's interesting. Love the netting or the thing in the back, the mesh, whatever it is. That's very cool. I like that little detail. Back end, back in the taillights especially. Very nice designed. Kind of a sleeper. Of course, it's pretty powerful with a front-wheel drive turbo inline, or V6, sorry. The Vorsch Mini, I do not know about that. Blubber, what is it? The pieces, it's okay if the pieces fell off. That's okay. There's nothing we could do. There's nothing we could do. It looks cool, though. Yeah, you're right in time. The car looks good. The back end's beautiful. I love the back end. I love the front end. It's definitely a sleeper. I said the name is a bit of a... It reminds me of like a grandma car. But with a turbocharged V6 front-wheel drive is definitely a bit more than that. Pretty quick in the straights here. Braking a little bit early. I'm gonna get this nice and quick. I love we can go right through that tree or sign. Bit of a Buick look, bit of a big old, like a Ford LTD wagon look. I like it. Wow, it's handling very nicely. A little bit of understeer, as expected with front-wheel drive. Just plows a little bit, but handled very nice. I think it's a V6. It's got that V6 sound in on BeamNG. I had to look at it for a second. Got a second tier. Brakes are really nice though. Coming in the corner pretty quick. Decent time so far, coming close to the end. Up to third. Braking down a second again. Bit of an early break, which is okay. That's okay, we'll take it. Stay in first. And good time. Best time of the night so far. I'll take it. Good time. Vorscht. V12 front-wheel drive coupe. Oh, that sounds... Oh, that thing. Yeah, they're awful, but great. But, you're a beat. It did good. I like the looks. Best time of the night so far. We only have like 4 tested. But, hey, a 118 is actually a quite good time in general. 108.6. What are we doing? Can I join this? Can I join? I mean, right now we're just testing cars, but, you know, you're welcome just to hang out and chat. 118.6 is that one. It's what, top 20 is fine. Oh, 60 cars. I'll take top 20. I am not warmed up either, so that's, you know, but it did quite good. SV version would be pretty sick of that, to be honest. Azka is up next. They need W's. W would be pretty sick. I'd love to see a W9. So Asuka's got a beefy 240 horse, 2,425 pounds. The Kotatsu Salamander 1980. I love the Kotatsu name. And he always makes great cars. Let's hop into the Kotatsu. Japanese flared hatchback. Little horsepower. That's on the list. That's on the list to do as well. Sleeper look. I think sleeper look's the way to go for this one, to be honest. That's okay, Pentium. That's okay. There's always more challenges. W9. No. W engines are 3 banks of cylinders. Bugatti's W16 is actually more of a double V engine than a W. They just call it a W because double V is not really a used term, but it's more of a double V. What is it? Is it 4 banks for the W3? Yeah. True W's are 3 banks, as far as I know. They can also be like, I guess, like a WR engine, so like all 1 bank, but like very, very narrow. What's the worst motor type for horsepower? In automation, a worst type for horsepower. I mean, if we're talking like inline 3 is like the worst engine, I'd say, for horsepower. Sounds good. Oh well, okay. The decal sometimes looks tacky, but it looks really good here. I like that next to the gas cap as well. Back end looks nice, simple. The quad exhaust is a bit much, a little bit sporty. V6 twin turbo, rear wheel drive. Very sporty-esque. Headlights look good. They're glitched out, but looks good, subtle. It's more of a sleeper. Exactly. The original Bugatti prototype had a W18, which is a true W engine, and then the Veyron, they cheaped out and just sourced engines from, you know, Audi, BMW, etc. Or Audi, not BMW, Audi and the Volkswagen Group, etc. And they just made a W16 from 2 W8s. Coming to that very quick. Do this again. Come on. Let's do this. Basically 4 VR engines, yeah. So it's 4 banks Bugattis, I think, right? The W16's 4 banks. It's technically like a double V, because it's just 2 VR8s or VR4s. 4 VR4s. But a W18 would be truly amazing. A W12, like an actual W12, not a double V12. I'm pretty sure Bentley's W12 is a double V as well. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure because it's all Volkswagen Group. I don't think anyone's made, or anyone currently has a true W12 engine or true W engine. Down a second. Very fast though, in the corners especially. This thing is a rocket ship. Brakes are pretty good as well, down to first. Great time so far. Not the best, but a very good time. Great time. Yeah, V. Great time. Yeah, the Bugatti, they call it W because double V is not really a used term. 114, really good time. Up there, top 10 time, I think. Pretty much top 10 time because a couple of these are not actual times. Napier's made a three bank W12, so a true W12. Okay, but yeah, I haven't heard of that one actually personally. Car looks good. Car drives really good. It's a little bit. It's you know, it's needs more grip. I think is the biggest thing. Like it did good, but more grip would be nice. But it did very good for a fairly large wagon, so I'll take that. 114.3. We're gonna round to the nearest number here, and hop into Tammy D's car. I think this is a new car by, or new person submitting a car. The Kuromori Mine, 230 horse, 2750 pounds. Interesting name. We'll see if it's got performance to back up the interesting name. We'll hop into, oh, it looks more like a big SUV. Interesting. Interesting letter naming. W is double V, but called W. I know. Do you know what Automotive Flux is? Yeah, I know what Automotive Flux is. I've talked to him a good bit. Super salad. I'm a salad kind of guy myself. I'm a salad kind of guy. Yeah, language is weird, especially the English language. What is you guys? Super salad with you guys. Come on. You speak French? I speak very little French. I should be speaking more French. Turbo diesel inline 5 hatchback? No. I'd like to make more diesels in the future. Do you speak any 4 languages? I speak a little French and a little German, like not enough to hold a conversation, but love the red. The front end, it's a little bit simplistic. I like these vents here. I don't like this bit or that bit, but I like the front end. The rest of it's fine. I love how it's high riding, more of a SUV kind of shape. License plates, interesting. I don't mind that. Taillights are fine. That bottom's fine. I don't mind too much. A little fixture light, but it gets the job done. I love how it's high riding. Okay, it's got lag. There's very long gearing. Too long gearing for this car, I feel like. We launched it, I just did not like it. Isn't the W12 involved? It's just two, exactly, it's two VR6s as far as I know. It's not a true W engine. It's more of a double V engine. Definitely sketchy. Soft suspension. More of an off-roader, I'd say, than a sporty kind of car. Definitely a bit tall. But it's doing the job. Just gotta, you know, hold its hand through the corners here. Be nice and gentle, you know. It goes 90 first. 90 kilometers an hour, though, not miles an hour. So it's a bit long. Brakes are a little sensitive. But it's gripping the corners decently. It feels definitely more of an off-roader than a sporty vehicle. But that's okay. A little bit sketchy there on braking. But it's not doing bad. We'll just hop in a second. Down to first again. Not a bad time, even. Breadsticks at Olive Garden or Cheddar Bay biscuits at Red Lobster. Haven't had either ever, so, you know. Yeah. Someone's lifted flies. I don't know if you can make cars with lift, but there's going to be a video coming up, probably Christmas Eve, so probably in a few days. It's going to be it's going to be Stormworks, probably, if you guys haven't played the game. It's a lot of fun. And we're going to have some real interesting vehicles coming up in there. 122.1. I think this is the first submission, if I'm not mistaken, but not a bad time. It did pretty fine. It was a little bit boaty, but it did quite good. So, and looks pretty good too. So I'll take it. I called the car that so we can make a compilation video of saying, oh, whoa. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Well, thank you guys for joining the stream. I'm going to hang out. Take care. Some KSP. I'm reading the Zoro. What's up? But, in flying car, negative arrow. I don't know if you can get a flying car. Maybe you could do negative arrow, actually. Maybe you could do negative arrow, make a flying car. That's a test. I'd love to do KSP at some point. I will do probably KSP at some point. I think KSP 2 is in the works, so maybe we'll hop into KSP 2 when that comes out. Stendino, you're up next, bud. 125 horse, 2550 pounds, so low on power. The weight's quite low too, though, so we'll see. I've got fairly high hopes for it still. It is what's it called? It's called the AR-77 PRJ 520V. Interesting name. Very alphanumerical, which it's unique. I'll give it that. Interesting body too. I like it. We'll hop in. Simple. I have played Simple Planes actually a good bit. A lot of fun too. Similar to Space Engine or similar to KSP. They're okay, Zara. They're okay. I'd say some of them are realistic, some not. You're the greatest automation beam YouTuber. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. No file modding. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I'm going to do a video. I'm just going to take this off and take off my sweater. It's already hot in here. I'm going to do a video, probably Christmas Eve. It's going to be Christmas themed, but it's going to be making probably the most insane... Not that, it's going to be pretty insane. It's going to be just stupid and silly and a lot of fun. It's going to be probably a collab. Let's hop in. My hair's messed up. How do you send cars through to test? Well, Kiwi, there's a link to the Discord in the description. If you join that... we have challenges every few weeks on the channel when we do streams for testing all of them. So if you fit the rules in there, you send the car into one of the mods. VTOL, not girl. VTOL, I've not made a working VTOL before. I haven't really tried, but they are fairly difficult. Is there a mod where you can make a car with different panels that you can rip off the doors and hood? Not with automation cars, unfortunately. They're sort of just solid potatoes. I don't know why, you just look like you were in your mid-30s, then you look like you're going 16 through 60. I'm 22. My birthday was yesterday, it was pretty great. My hair is quite long, though. And it needs to be pushed back, it's fantastic. Sounds good. Back end's nice. Thanks, Bosch. Like the 5-spoke rims, definitely almost an Italian face. I don't know if I like the shape of the headlights, but I like the grille and stuff, I like the bottom fascia. It needs a bit more to it detail-wise, but it's not bad. Yeah, Abyss, just hang out. You can just listen while we're playing. We're going to relaunch that, actually. I'm going to launch it in low range. Bit better of a launch. Maybe better, I don't know. I don't think they have a Cadillac 16 mod body yet, but maybe in the future. They're always getting more mods and stuff. Bit sketchy, but it's doing okay. A little understeery. Of course, four-wheel drive is not going to help the understeeriness of the car, but it's doing quite good. So it's 4x4. I have made JDM cars before for videos, not for a good while though. Not for a video at least. Down a second, stay in second, we're gonna power through, we're good. Came out of that real fast. I mean, not crazy fast, but pretty, you know, for this car, pretty fast. Yeah, the Cadillac V16 would be pretty sick to make it with a V16 engine. Long drive's a lot of fun. It's really relaxing. And stressful at the same time sometimes, but it can be quite relaxing. I'm gonna do another video probably this month as well of that. 118.3? Again, we'll take it. These are all pretty good times. To me, boring. Yeah. I think in like if you play like once every while, it's definitely a lot of fun to play once every while. 140p, rip. Rip. 118.3. Not a bad time. Almighty Twingo's up next, though. So you're up next, but we got 20 more cars to sort of do. We're gonna try to bang off as much as we can. After several plays, yeah, I've only done like 2 playthroughs ever. Once for my channel. So Almighty Twingo's got his car, the Mandarin HX8 3.2 exclusive. I love the exclusive name. Definitely gives a luxury kind of vibe. 140 horse, 2575 pounds. We'll hop in to the Mandarin. The Undead Minions was interesting. I remember testing that the first time. The Mandarin up here. Lots of M named cars. This thing looks really cool. X Motor Racing? No, haven't heard of that. What's that one like? Yeah, long drive. Yeah, it can be good sometimes, and boring when you play it too much and stuff. Let's take a look and see. HX8 because hydraulic. Well, it's a French body, so we'll see. In 6 pistons. Oh gosh, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see. I love the body. From the thumbnail, from the snapshot picture, when we load up the cars, it looked really cool. So the taillights, unfortunately, there's no fix to this. They're just broken. I know. I like the shape though. I love the side profile. I love the wheels, perfectly fitting. The roof rack is nice too. Interior. Oh god, it's glitched out, but I see what's happening. I finally streamer that English. Hello, New Zealand. Oh, welcome. How's Lemon Boy doing, bud? The front end is really cool. It definitely gives me European, like a French vibe. I love it. Let's go Viva la France. Am I right? Viva la France, of course. Definitely a French vibe is what I meant to say. Did I not say French? If you listen to something like a podcast, yeah, exactly. Long Drive is great with a podcast or audiobook. Reads my comments. I try, Antonio. I try. My favorite car of all time. I'd probably say like my Ford Maverick, honestly. I don't know. That's a tough question, really. To ask them what their favorite car is. There is not one favorite for me, at least. There's a lot of cars I love. BMW 1 Series, Ferrari 458, the Polo IE if we're going up to more expensive cars even. I also love the Volkswagen Beetle RSI. Quite expensive still, but quirky looking. And just a wild car. Beetle 2, my Porsche is pretty cool. Oh, I crashed. Inspired by the Alpine A310 Isuzu Plaza. Plaza? I never heard of the Isuzu Plaza. That's a cool name. That's a cool one. Goodbye, Scout. 3 favorite cars. Like if we're thinking under 10,000 pounds or pounds or dollars or euros or whatever, before Maverick, you can buy them for under that if you want to buy like a pretty ratty one. BMW 1 Series, you can get for probably 10,000 pounds. Like a 135i, of course, is what I would get. Nothing less. Ideally the hatch, because the hatch is so cool. We don't get those in North America, though. What else under 10,000 pounds? Not much, honestly. Not much I like under 10,000. They're all a little more. My ICE 350, I love that car. But it's definitely lacking in the looks department. It's a little bit plain. Handling very nice so far. A little stiff, though. You guys just completely packed. Oh, it's packed. Oh, okay. Rip. Rip. We're gonna break here a little early. Gonna go wide. Or, not wide, the opposite, I guess. Cut it really early here. Maintain a lot of speed. We went a little bit slower earlier, so I tried to make up for it there, and I think it worked. There we go, come on. Not bad. I love the RS2 Vaunt. I think it's a great looking hatchback, great looking wagon. Whose car are we on? So Tammy, we did finish yours. That was earlier. We're blasting through them today, actually. This one was Almighty Twingo's, the Almighty Twingo 119.7. So yours was Tammy. Yours is a 122. I think things about your car, if I can remember your car. So I think it looked good. A little bit light on fixtures, but I love how it was high riding because yours was high riding. I think it was a red wagon. Front end looks pretty good, but the rest of it a little low on fixtures. Ample power though. Handling was pretty decent. It was just a little bit bouncy suspension. Hey, welcome, Red Bud. The Scirocco. Oh, I forgot the Scirocco. I think it's a gorgeous car. I love it, and they are quite cheap as far as I know. I don't really know. Canadian dollars are inferior to freedom bucks. Yeah, our dollar is pretty bad right now. Fair enough, hi there, person. So, Kosaret is up next. Almighty Twingo did quite good, so 119.7. Model 5 Trim 5 is the name of the car. Please don't name your car. Don't leave your car, unless your car like is called that. Try not to leave it with like just Model 5 or Model 33, because I might not find the car, because there might be a previous car might overrides. 235 horse, 2750 pounds, so pretty good power to weight ratio. I don't mind it. Let's see if we can find it here. The Model 5. Oh yeah, it's Jesus. Golf GTI is cool too. They do have pretty big grills. It's personal preference really if you like that. MK1 minis are nice too. I love the Ford Escort, the RS 1600, the first gen Escort. I would love to pick up even a non-RS Escort and just, you know, import it to Canada. Yeah. Cars are expensive. It's an expensive hobby, guys. It's expensive. It's expensive. I'll just be a full-time mechanical, you know, cosplayer, and you can make lots of money to buy cars. Lots of money. Not bad water, though. Your name is MK1. But your mom's an MK1 Mustang. Oh, yeah, MK1 Mustangs are very cheap. Relatively speaking. So this thing is interesting. I'm not sure what... Am I being blocked? Like, what is that even back there? What is this? What is that? I don't know. Where does the exhaust come out? No one knows at this point. Interesting back end. I'm not too sure what it's depicting, but it's got a look. Do you have a car collection, or is it one cool car? My cars? I've got a 1970 Maverick and my 2006 Lexus IS350. If you're talking me. It's a lamp. Yeah, it's a lamp. It's literally a lamp. We're gonna hop in. First person. That's not good. Ah. So on the plus side, I don't think the car actually runs. Nope, it does. It just stalled immediately. Fantastic. Fantastic. I like this view. It's a great view. I can't see a whole lot, but you know what? It gives me everything I need, really. Oh god, it's very scary to drive. A lot of wheel spins happening. A lot of wheel spin. I feel like the camera's not straight, but I don't care at this point, because it's fine. I'm braking. It's a little bit scary to brake. I can't see. Driving in third person. Oh god, you want to punish me? Ivan, it's... Wait, we're... It's just... I can't... Like, it's just... Oh gosh, wait, we're gonna restart that. We'll drive in third person. 07 Golf. I like the 07 Golf. It's not bad. They are here. 6,000. I mean, I'd say it's pretty cheap. You know... I'd say it's pretty cheap. It's pretty... For MK1 Mustang, I'd say they're about... you can get them for, like... If they're in ratty shape, you can get them for sure under 10,000 Canadian, for sure. Like in pretty bad shape, like probably 4K. Okay, that's gone, thank goodness. Okay, we're gonna give it another go. Yeah, that's okay, auto slushbacks. I mean, like, the transmission in the first gen Mustang is a C3, is what it's called. It's used in tons of Ford products up until, I think, the 90s even. Used from the, like, the late 50s, or no, early 60s, sorry, to the late 90s or early 90s, so, like, a long time for a transmission. Very, very beefy transmission. I mean, for what it is. It's a 3-speed automatic. They're good. My Maverick has one. And honestly, like, I don't mind it. But we got rid of that, thank goodness. Thank goodness! Let's see if we can get rid of this one. Nope. Come on. I think Lizzie would be easier to drive than this thing. How much horsepower do you think this car is? This car, we can check it a sec. It's not bad. Except for the gearing. The gearing's a little bit sus, Tammy. But like the car overall did pretty good. It did decent time. Not the most power to weight ratio. It did quite good for its power to weight ratio, so it was pretty decent. Nothing too much to complain about it. Pretty much on par with a lot of others. Gonna break early here. Down to first. Please put into a tree. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Good enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. Glad to hear. Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, it wasn't bad, Tammy. It wasn't bad. Appreciate. Thank you for sending it in, though. I know it sucks not being able to watch it live sometimes. So hey, it did a surprisingly good time. Initial eat. It did a surprisingly good time. I don't know how. A 121.7. If we're rounding, it's 666, but it's 0.7. Interesting time. The 666 isn't a coincidence. It's the car straight out of hell. I know. I know. Oh god. Oh god. We'll hop into Chrysler Firepower 392 Hemi. That's the name. I'll hop in his car next. His car, 160 horses. So finer horses. Actually, I want to see here. This one's. I leave notes for some of the cars. This one's got 160. So I'll see if this one's loaded up. So I might have had to find it loaded up. It might not be here. It might be a DQ car. I think maybe. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I'm not too sure why I have it here. I feel like a bunch of marks next to it, so it's like signifying there's something wrong with it. But let's go 160 horse, 3475 pounds. We'll just drive it. It might be a DQ car, but I'm not too sure at this point. But we'll see. It's not a great power to weight ratio. So we'll get 160 horse, 3475 pounds. The Delden Air Wagon. It's a fine name though. I'll take it. It's not bad. Need for Speed or Forza? I've never played Need for Speed, really. Never been a fan of, like, crazy arcade games. So, definitely a Forza guy. I grew up playing Midnight Club and NASCAR. Midnight Club 2 LA is what I had when I was growing up. Or 2 or 3, one of the two. It's LA. 4-cylinder turbo. Interesting. I like the back end. It's very simple, but it's fine. Front end's nice as well. This one might be a DQ, but I'm not too sure. I think it's a 1985 body. I think it's a 1985 body. No windows or rear lights. It's kind of glitched out though. The exporter's kind of glitched out, so we won't blame that. They're two different games, Need for Speed and Forza, for sure. For sure. I like Gran Turismo. A shooting break. I think no, struck in the thumbnail. Oh yeah, it's struck in the thumbnail. I forgot. That was because I was gonna do my. I was maybe gonna hit my cosplay goal, and we did. But I like Gran Turismo. I've never actually owned Gran Turismo. I've played it only a few times. It was a lot of fun when I played it. And someone did make a shooting break. Jay made a shooting break. I helped him make that one. That was early. That was in the first part. It's fine. Hey Ray Diva, how's it going, bud? Thanks for coming. Stay in second, I guess. Stay in second. Yeah, like my first car game, I don't even know what it is. I think it's Lego Racers, to be honest. It was a racing game, with Lego cars. And like I liked cars when I was growing up, but I didn't have much games for cars. I didn't get to choose my games, so I just played with like toy cars and stuff, which is pretty lit. I had a big yard and a lot of toy cars. .9. Not a bad time. Would you recommend a G920? We're back. That was very strange. I actually got a pop-up on my computer saying OBS disconnected, reconnecting. Huh. But interesting. Yeah, the G920 Thrustmaster T-Max is quite good as well. If anyone's in the market to get a G29 or G920, they're the same thing. One's for PS4, one's for Xbox. Just shoot me a DM, because I'll give you my Amazon affiliate link. Then I get a kickback, which is pretty cool. It doesn't cost you any extra though. Affiliate links. My favorite car, I like the 1 Series BMW. That's up there for my favorite, to be honest. That's up there. We'll hop into the next one on the list, which is J10 Games' car. I think he was waiting earlier. 165 horse, 2650 pounds, the Potomac Eagle Turbo. Potomac's an interesting name. I love the names. Honestly, my single favorite thing about all this is the incredible names you guys come up with for your cars, and they're all different, for the most part, all unique. Will you make a championship with your cars like considers Autopolitan? Maybe at some point. I think like I did a video before where I just drove my cars. I tested some cars in the jump map in BeamNG. I think I'll do another one of those soon with like all my newer cars that I've made in the past few months. Not really a competition or a championship, but just something little. Let's go like this. So we're in with this car. 108 pounds. That's not bad. That's not a bad price. Sounds aggressive. Very short. It's gonna be probably sketchy to drive, but it's a inline 6 turbo. I love the sound of it. We'll hop in. I don't like the look 100%. I like the taillights, but the profile's nice. The revs. Kind of like a 70 Mustang hatchback, I think. Honestly, all my favorite games, though, are not racing games. Like, I love strategy games, I love some shooter games. Like, Europa Universalis 4 is probably one of my favorite games of all time. RimWorld's up there. Gear City is a car game, but, you know, more of a strategy game. Those are my favorite. Automation's up there for one of my favorite games as well. It's up there. Definitely sketchy to drive. The short wheelbase is not doing it too much favors. Very wheel spinny. Owner is pretty fun. I played it a few times. It's pretty good. It's better with friends. It's a chill game. I haven't played much of it lately, though. Rimmel's a lot of fun. Oh, console mod's interesting. Pontiac hatchback. That's cool. I like that. And Pontiac made, I think, like with the 70s and 80s, late 70s, early 80s, Pontiac had some interesting named cars. Fine time though. 120.8. It did pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. A little bit squirrely at times, but besides that, it did quite good. 120.8. We'll hop into Banshee. The Red Fox is up next. 200 horsepower, 2,550 pounds or so. The F Inc. Tundra Runner Z-1T2. Interesting. Or 1T2, I guess, not the dash, maybe. That's Ivan's car for the next one. The F Inc. Let's see, where are we? Up here. Oh, F Dot Inc. That's interesting. It's loud American. Hey, well then, it honestly did quite good. If you want, if that was your goal, it was pretty good. Definitely loud American. V4 and V6 are even, but V9 is odd. V9 is an odd, would be pretty odd for a V engine. I guess it's not impossible, but it's doable. It's doable. Let's do this. Hold on. My phone is very warm. V7, yeah, V7 and V11 are possible. They just have to be very, very narrow bank V engines with one cylinder head. And you can do it. Because you can do a V, you can do like a VR engines are V engines with just a narrow angle. They're all offset usually two as well. I don't know how rough they are though, but they're V engines with one, so they're still a V if you can see that. I don't know if can you see that even. So there's still like a V engine, but they're just very, very narrow, and they're offset, staggered and stuff. So, and they can have one cylinder head. They can have two, probably. I don't know how rough it'd be. Anything's possible, really. Aggressive sounding. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, but you can do whatever, really. Front end, I like the front end. It's a little bit too new for me, I think. The space frame is really unique. Sounds good. Back end's nice. A little bit small the taillights, but it sounds nice. We'll launch in low range. Oh, my chat died on my phone. We loaded the backup. We're good. The 4x4 is a little bit understeery. The VR5 exactly. Brakes, a little bit slow. Pretty sure VR is just a V engine with a 15 degrees. Exactly. Has there already been a production car higher than 16 V16? That I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to say yes. The brakes are all drums, which is a unique choice. So drums and a space frame chassis. Interesting. Semi-trucks, yeah, semi-trucks. I'm not sure if there's any like a car actually, or a truck or like a real, not a commercial vehicle. Brakes are very bad. I mean, production cars no, but I'm sure there are concepts with those because there's concepts. I knew the Bugatti Veyron concept had a W18, right? No actual production car though. Pretty quick. Top end's quite quick. We're braking very early here. The brakes are not ideal. Shoddy at best. 160 millimeters. That's pretty good. 3 pistons. That's not bad. Inline 5s are the smallest. Inline 5 would be pretty cool for like a truck or something. I'll take the time. 120.7. Let's see. Not a bad time. Banshee. I think this is a new car as well. This stream slid delayed. 120.8. Okay, let's see here. 120.8. Not a bad time. Nothing terrible to say. What are you doing? Yeah, we're just testing the last group of cars today. We might not get through all of them. We'll see. We'll see what happens, I guess. I'll do my best. Let's do Consume Mustard's car. 165 horse, 2250 pounds. The Varkas. It's a name. It's like Ferrari. I'll take it, man. It's probably something special. Come on, let's load it up and see what it looks like. Where are you, Varkas? Do you guys have snow? We have a lot of snow. We got about 1.5 feet today or last night. So there's a good bit of snow. The video keeps changing. It's not me. Take care, Regod. It's not me, Antonio. I swear. Hello, Kakro Plays. This year's coming to an end. Anything planned for Christmas in the channel? Good chance. There's gonna be a Christmas themed video. Probably coming on Christmas Eve. Probably. No guarantees. I want to do just a Q&A chill stream. Maybe I'll just do a build, but just do a really chill stream. Audio keeps cutting off. Does it? It shouldn't be. It says it's fine for me. If that's still in the UK. What are you playing on? I'm playing on my PC. Could be your end. OBS and YouTube say we're doing great. Very quiet car. Wide stance, boy. Very, very wide. Almost like a rally car. Front end, I don't know if I dig the front end, but the back end I dig, so we'll take that. I love the back and the 2-stack taillights. We'll launch it, though. Wheel spin. Bit of lag there for a second in the game. We're okay. Okay, we're gonna restart that. It is a wide boy. But yeah, so maybe a Christmas themed video. Maybe. But I kind of want to do like a Christmas stream maybe the day after Christmas, which is called Boxing Day in Canada. It's basically like Black Friday, but Canada. Why Putin is a car? Pretty much, yeah. I want to say it's front-wheel drive, I can't tell. But the stance is doing pretty good. The stance is helping it out for that turning. Oh boy. I feel like that was pretty fine, actually, so we're gonna keep going. So the brakes, terrifying, we'll say. We'll say very, very terrifying. Very quick to lock up. The force is there, but it's too much force. It's quick though, so it's making up for the straights. We'll see where time-wise in a second. We're gonna brake here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the brakes are... I'm using like not even 10% power, 20% power maybe. Like a car Santa would drive. It's gonna be a Christmas themed video. You'll be boxing the... Yeah, I thought it was a Commonwealth thing maybe. Pay-per-view fight. It sounds like a pay... Yeah, it does. It's like, you know, at least in Canada, it's like plays like Black Friday, but Canada's Black Friday. Even though real Black Friday is just as popular, it's more popular in Canada now than Boxing Day is. But we'll see if there's any good deals for some things. I might buy some computer stuff and whatnot, or maybe a new cosplay. Sounds kind of spicy. We cut this corner. So the brakes, very, 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 way too much brake force. So make them smaller. Usually when you're making brakes, you want the dotted line just under the other line, I think. Like I'm using like, that was not even 10% of me locked up. Well, hopefully 2021 will be better. We'll see. They are too powerful, yeah. Minnesota's considered the most Canadian of American. Oh yeah, I'd say so. Minnesota's basically Canada, but not Canada. But then again, you know, Alberta, which is a province in Canada, is basically like Texas, but Canadian. We have rodeos in Alberta. Canada has rodeos and stuff, and oil and bull riding and all that American stuff. Black Friday home, Boxing Day, pretty much. Pretty much. I'll take the time though. I'll take it. 121.2. We're getting fine time. Consume mustard. The brakes overpowering it though. Box for the food. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Minnesota accent is similar to Canadian. Well, in Canada at least. You know, I think Minnesota's close to like Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and maybe a bit of Ontario. But if you go to like other provinces, if you go to like Alberta, it's like American Texas. And then I think, you know, it's a little bit different accents. And Canada's a big place. Lots of different accents. Depending on where you are. You know, First Nations people, the Aboriginal people who live in Canada, they've got different accents. And if you look at people who live in like Newfoundland and Labrador, they've got other accents too. But not a bad time. We'll hop into the next car. We have got... Yes, car. So just yeah, that's the name. 185 horse, 2975 pounds, the ZV30 SRI. Canadian English teacher. There you go, man. Canada gang. Canada gang. It is this thing. It's the only Z, one of the only Z cars of them all. Really fun of these. You're Montreal. Me, Manitoba, Winnipeg. Really fun to see some smart cars or other cars in the winter. Oh yeah, there's actually I was just out today before I streamed, and there was a smart car in the road, and we just had about 1.5 feet of snow, and just crawling, but just okay. What's your favorite in-game BeamNG? No mods. Probably the old. I think the old Gavril is what it is. What's up, Cacro? Appeal booking answer, that's hilarious. Let's let's take a look at the design here. Oh, I didn't know you can do this with this body. I didn't know it actually goes up, which is interesting. Very French, very tasteful. Love the slim grille. I don't know if I like it like this, a little bit light on details and fixtures, but I like the slim grille with the bigger headlights. I like that. Four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive is important in places that get a lot of snow. It can help. You know, it's mostly for starting and stopping, I'd say. The most important, I think, is just stopping. Just stopping. Make sure you can brake. Have good tires is more important than all-wheel drive. I've never owned an all-wheel drive car. I've driven one in the winter in 4x4, but all my cars, I drove my Maverick with bad tires in the winter. In Canada, it was pretty good. But my Lexus now has snow tires. It's rear-wheel drive as well. It's fixture light still, but it's fine. I like the wheels though, so I'll give it that. We won't lock the rear diff, we'll just launch deer. Yeah, see ya. See ya, Cracker. Cyberpunk car. It's on my list to do. I want to get to when I can, but there's a lot of stuff on the list to do. A lot. There's a lot, but it's in the list. What was locking a diff to? It locks the diff so both tires spin at the same time. Basically. Which can be good for drifting and stuff. For sliding. This also can be good on tracks. It's more predictable and it's not better for a lot of people, but we're leaving it off. Just for right now. I don't know if it's a flat plane. I'm not too sure what it is actually. I will have to check. We'll have to check. It could be a V8. Done it first nice and early here. Again, that's another idea. It might be a first stream where we use a random number generator to build a car. Buying an 86 Toyota Celica GTS. I mean, a Celica GTS is pretty cool. I like the Celicas. I love the first gen Celicas actually the most. I also like the final generation Celicas a bit design-wise. They're like less performance-oriented cars, but they look quite nice. I don't mind them, and they're still pretty good cars. They're still not bad. Let us hop into this. Not a bad time. 124.1. It's not a bad one. It's a bit weird from the back, a little bit. We're gonna reload the car though. I just want to see what engine it is. Because I don't think it's. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's not a V8. Oh god, it's a bit different. No, it's a V8 flat plane crank, I guess. Right? Yeah. Yeah, interesting. It's very low revving. It's a very interesting choice of engine, to be honest. Spawn for your next, bud. Quite a long name, actually. The Vaudi S840 Turbo. I don't know why this link is so long. Really interesting. This is Splav's car. 175 horse, 2375 pounds or so. We will load up that one. And it's the Vaudi. Not Audi. Not Audi. The Vaudi. What was the budget build? I think it was 25k. 25k bucks. And automation was the budget. The rules are in the Discord. Yeah, a lowering flat plane is pretty interesting. Yeah, it's not practical. Just a rough engine that revs quite low. I don't know. It works, I guess. We'll hop in. Okay, a bit of almost like a Volvo front end with the line across. Taillights, or the front end looks nice. Stock fixtures, but it still looks good. But I don't mind it. Splav always makes great driving cars. The entries are closed for this one, yep. The entries are closed. The next one, they're closed for the next one actually after that. We just finished the ones just closed for the luxury cars. 2000s or whatever, 2015 luxury cars, I think is what it was. And now we're on to, the next one is going to be 1970s ship boxes, which is what it's going to be. Yeah, welcome back, guys. Hey, guys, Spotfly. Was it Digo? Digo, G-M-I-N? Karen car. I'd like to do a Karen car, my interpretation, but Automotive Flux already has that covered. I don't want to copy him. He's already got that covered. He makes some, these Karen cars are nice. I don't mind it. So it's handling very good so far. Good enough power. I'd like to speak to your manager, pretty much. Insert any crossover SUV. Brakes are really good so far. Brakes are really good. A little bit of lockup, but that's very good compared to all the other cars, so. A Reliant Robin for snow. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It drives in the snow. Oh, fair enough. Light cars can be good for the snow. You just, you know, and thin tires too. You just cut through the snow with thin tires. Less things to slip and slide. A drag escalate. Oh god. Oh god. But oh, my Maverick is quite light. It's about what, 1,000, just over 1,000 kilograms, 1,100 kilograms would be, something like that. I don't know. It's 2,550 pounds about. 2,600 pounds. But it's quite light. And with small tires, it was pretty good in the snow. But, you know, no power brakes, I guess, or anything was kind of scary. But, you know, it wasn't bad. Great time so far. Great time. Not the very best, but the handling was superb. The brakes were really good as well. Same 10-inch wheels. Oh, gosh. That's not bad, though. Only 175 horse, but very light, 2,375 pounds. The handling was the best, I'd say, of all the cars. The flat-plane V8, probably. Yeah, it didn't have much power. We will do this. So 117.2. Yeah, no power, no torque. But you know what? It sounds interesting, so I'll give it that. We have HVY up next. I think it's new as well. 140 horse, 2625 pounds. The Wagon Diver. Diver? Yep. We'll hop into that. And then just take a look and see how it goes. No rush. It is interesting body as well. So 140 horse, 2625 pounds. A fine power to weight ratio. We'll take a look and see. Just gonna sip some water, I guess. How long until yours up? New Grove. Wait, is yours called the, yeah, it's the Volvo. Yours is going to be up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 or so cars. Loading screen's pretty cool in this game. Love all the cars. A Detroit using a flapper, that sounds interesting. Huh. Dual antennas are cool. I love the back guy. I think it's a custom window. It must be custom window. I'm not sure, actually. It looks really cool. I'm not too sure what it is. The high riding is going to be sketchy. It's 4x4, though. It's more of an off-roader than a sports wagon. Like, from this, it looks very, very almost futuristic, but I like it. It's like 80s futuristic. It's like a luxury car most of its time. Let's launch it here. There's rim diameter. Yep, everything plays a role with the physics and how it drives and stuff, really. Okay. Understeer. Understeer again. Okay, understeer take 2. Let's try again. It's a good bit of power. The understeer is frightening at best. I don't have a shifter. I don't have space on my desk for a shifter. I don't like a proper setup for a shifter. When I move into my new place, I'll probably get one at some point. But right now, just got the paddles. And the flappy paddles work fine. So, suspension's very soft. Definitely too soft and squishy. Definitely more of an off-roader. These are wagons. Yep, Josh, doing wagons. Welcome back, Tristan Bud. Hello, Doge Lord Gaming. How you doing, bud? So, on this corner, there's definitely a lot of understeer, but it's doing it. Ooh, the brakes. Hypercar minivan. Oh god, what would that look like? Oh god, Antonio. Hypercar minivan. A Toyota Previa on steroids. So locks up pretty quick. How's everyone? Zay's doing pretty good. Hello, Scion Blade. It's cold out. We had a bunch of snow last night, about 1.5 feet. So we had to do some cleaning and stuff to make sure all the snow was out of the driveway, basically. That was a lot of fun. Not really a lot of fun, but it was something. Go to diffs too and try tuning them in games before, but you understand what they do. Well, I mean, a differential for what the car is. So what happens is your engine spins the differential, or it goes to the transmission, spins the differential, which goes to, or no, spins the axle, sorry, which goes to the differential. And that goes to your tires, right? So your diff is in the middle of the back if you're rear-wheel drive, and you got, yeah. Just look it up. I'm not good at explaining things, but it sends power to the wheels from the back end, from the axle. And if you have a locking differential, it makes sure that the diff's locked, so both tires spin at the same time, depending on what kind of differential it is. There's different kinds, but that's what it can do. If you just have a differential with no locker, then it'll just open differential. And if one tire has grip, and one tire has no grip, the no grip's just going to keep spinning. For example, 20-degree weather at 6 in the morning. 20 Fahrenheit or Celsius? If it's Celsius, that's great. If it's Fahrenheit, it's pretty cold. Audi S4 with a 6-speed. That's a cool car. I like that. Remember, if you are understeering, take off the throttle. Just snap oversteer instead of snap oversteer. Snap understeer. Okay, fair enough. Fahrenheit. That's pretty cool, man. How's Warrior Dragon doing today, bud? The new BeamNG update's quite good. I like it. I think all these cars are old exported cars, so they're not new yet. But there's new automation physics, or automation car physics in Beam 2, and they are quite good. Very chilly. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I think right now, if I just check right now, it's a balmy. How much Fahrenheit is that? It is about 12 or 10 Fahrenheit without the wind chill. Camo negative. Well, that's good solar, man. Hopefully you can do your best to stay safe and stuff, and, you know, 2020 is almost over, I guess, right? Let's go like this. Hold on one sec. Let's relaunch this. So 123.5. 1.2.5. That's why you wheel hop in a welded diff, because they're just spinning at the same time. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So if you have like a completely locked diff or a welded diff, so it just always locked, so they always spin at the same time, you can get lots of wheel spin too, because they're both spin at the same time. It depends how much grip you have and stuff, I guess, right? If you got thick tires, you want to wheel hop or good suspension. How's Double OG Whippy doing? How you doing, bud? How you doing, man? We'll hop into the next car, though. We've got I Build Blasters. Tested positive. Well, Western Groove, you know, take care of her. Do your best to not get sick, too, but take care of her and stuff, and make sure you guys try to stay safe. Your channel's going to blow up next year. We'll see. Hey, we're having fun this size. We're doing great. I Build Blasters has got his car, the Cross Ranger, 145 force, 3,050 or so pounds. We'll hop in. We'll drive it. We'll see how it drives. Bit of a square boy wagon. We'll take a look. What's your favorite thing to eat? I'm hungry. I've got a pretty restricted diet. My favorite thing to eat that I would eat would probably honestly just be just a nicely cooked chicken breast. Oof, a little bit of salt and pepper. Perfect. That's about it, man. I'm doing pretty good, bud. I'm doing pretty good. It's a nice chilly day. I spent some time this morning shoveling stuff and went for a bit of a drive. The roads are a bit slick. They are, but, you know, just gotta drive it and get home, or get there and get home. Pretty chill day. Some water's good, though. Yeah, you can snap grip as well. What do you drive? I don't know if I have a picture. I don't know if I can show you guys real quick. Our time limit has been changed, so we can take a little bit longer this stream. So that's not my car. I gotta find my car pictures. Personal stuff. I don't think I have them right now. Okay, wait, we can do this one. This is the one I just have on my computer. So this is one of my cars, my 1970 Maverick. This is from January of this year, so like about a year ago. Or February or March, something like that, end of the winter. Just pulled it out of the body shop, got it restored. And I think the trim's on now. The side molding trim's not on that picture, but it's on now. And that's one of my cars, and the other one's just a 2006 Lexus IS 350. Just nothing too fancy, just chillaxing. So the back end, aggressive sounds. Drive with chains? No, with chains. Nope. Depends on where you live. I have studs in my tires, some metal studs. If you like live up north and you have a truck, you might use chains. Clean paint? Yeah, thanks. No, the body shop did a really good job. Pretty much a full restoration. But no chains here, at least. My dad's got a GMC Yukon. He just uses the all seasons that he's got with it. Looks like a Ford Falcon. It's like a Ford Falcon. It's a bit smaller. So I mean, I guess the Ford Falcon used to be at one point the same as the American Falcon, as far as I know, really early on, and then they switched it off. So they killed the Falcon in America, and they replaced it with Maverick, and the Falcon just evolved to a bit more in Australia, etc. Never drive with all around in the snow or summer. Well, I mean, I drive in the summer with all around all season tires. In the summer with my Lexus, I don't have summer tires. My Maverick, I drive it with all seasons as well. I actually have driven the Maverick in winter with all seasons for a few years. Didn't have to get one for some reason. Yeah. Sounds good though. Nice V8 sounds. It's a little bit simplistic, but I like the front end. It's got nice looks too. We're gonna launch at low range because whatever. It's 4x4. Quick launch. Plymouth Barracuda. My car, the Maverick. I see similarities, I guess. It's definitely smaller. It's quite a bit smaller. It's a pretty. But I'll probably sell it in the spring. We'll see. I might sell it in the spring. I have a nice, decent down payment for my house, at least, or add to my down payment for my house. So we'll see what happens. I might buy another project car instead, something just cheaper. Bit slidey. Super light. I have made a car that's pretty light with tons of downforce. I do plan on making like a Caterham competitor. Caterham competitor. So very, very, very light. Not tons of downforce, but very, very, very light. Like under 1,000 pounds is the goal. Now, all seasons are all-around tires, I guess is what you're calling them. They aren't. They're pretty bad for... They're just not good at anything, to be honest. But they're better than having, let's say, summers in the winter. And better than having winters in the summer. So it's like, it's decent. And tires are pretty expensive, and not everyone can afford 2 sets of tires. So a lot of people just use all seasons in the winter, especially in Canada. I used to use all seasons in the winter. Like my Ford Maverick, I drove it with bald all-season tires through the winter, and it's got manual brakes and stuff. It's pretty crazy, but it's not recommended. I wouldn't do it. I say play it safe and just get winters. Lotus 7, the Caterham 7 and Lotus 7. Oh, Locust 7. Okay, low cost. Yeah, because I know what originally Lotus developed it, and then they sold the design. I'd love to buy a real Caterham or Caterham. Caterham, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's just a little bit, still looks like stiff and bouncy, I don't know, it's interesting. It doesn't bounce too high, but it's a little bouncy. Fine time, 121.8, I'll take it. Eyeball blasters, sounds great. A lot of power, decent grip, a little bouncy, the brakes are a little bit sketchy. Not bad though. Not bad at all. It's pronounced. Wait, how do I pronounce that though? Caterham. An accent, Caterham. Caterham, maybe. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. You guys are gonna learn this. Locus is Caterham. Built using Ford parts. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. There's like a Caterham. Caterham. Dunkervoort. Yeah, I didn't actually know Dunkervoort, sorry, didn't exist. I didn't even know they existed until recently, actually. My dream car. Well, you know what? If you're asking me, why don't we ask everyone? What's everyone's dream car? Let me know in chat what your guys' dream cars. Like, just like if you could have anything in the world. I think the Apollo IE is up there for the sound, for the looks, or the new GMA Gordon Murray Automotive T50. Caterham. We'll up into the next one though. Not a bad car. Patty's up next. We got Beep Beep on deck. 215 horse for Patty, 2250 pounds. The MVC Karma. We'll hop in and take a look and see what it's about. And well, there it is. We'll hop in. RX-7. Classic R32. Nice. Reliant Robin. I like those. Reliant Robin and MK1 Austin is pretty sick. F40 or GT40. Yeah, those are historic. Can agree. Where do you submit these? Well, Ark, you have to be in the Discord, link in the description, and you'll see all the different like chats and stuff. There's one called #CommunityChallengesDrive, and there's the rules for all the challenges and stuff. The ones that are ongoing is the newest one at the bottom. You'll see there. And once you're done, you send the car into one of the mods or the admins on the server, and you can find those people. They're in the. If you look on the right-hand side on all the members list, you'll see f.i.a. So the FIA, and those are the mods or admins. You're very American. A Challenger Hellcat's pretty sick. Challenger Hellcat's pretty sick. I would totally get a Challenger Hellcat. A Gallardo Spider. Super Leger is pretty sick. I like that too. That's not bad. Toyota Helix. I don't mind it, man. XJ220 is cool. You cannot exploit loopholes in the rule for the next challenge build. I might. Depends what you're exploiting, really. Everyone's saying what car they want exactly. Yeah. Honestly, Ashplay, just honestly go message Ivan in the Discord and let him know if you find any loopholes. Just let him know. I'd appreciate that. I'd appreciate that. I like the rules more harsh. Well, if there's a loophole, we can see what it is. I just want to know, to be honest. Love the blue. Simplistic again. That's okay though. Very quiet. Front-wheel drive. Turbo 5-cylinder. Not bad. I think it's turbo. Yep. Have you watched Rob Dom's you know, I've watched a little bit of that process there. I watched them a while back. I watched them once every few months probably, especially the 4-wheeler builds or his 4-wheeler build. I watched him race the Unicorn. That's the most recent one I watched. Yeah, Best Evans. I appreciate that, bud. The LX 450D. Oh, interesting. Very fast car, this thing. Sketchy though. Ooh, yeah, the Mercy logo. That's true. That's true. Alex's LFA has beautiful sounds too. Or the Mira. Or whatever Lamborghini. Any Lamborghinis really. IS300. The IS300 is an awesome car. I actually would consider selling my IS350 and buying an IS300 because 2J. Better sound. A lot slower though stock, but you can turbo and stuff, but... Yeah, might not have made it. If you're ever sure, Master Robert, what I would do, if you're ever unsure, just message the person you sent it to. Just to double check before I stream or whatever. If you don't see the list in the first time, just double check and message them and see if there's something happened or whatever. The person you sent it to. Not all the cars that are being tested are on the list in the description of the stream. There's a couple that are past the list that are in an updated list. So just bear that in mind. Good brakes. A bit of wheel spin. It is front-wheel drive, so that's expected, but good brakes. The handling's really nice for front-wheel drive, actually. I think the Airstate's a really cool-looking car. I don't mind it. 22B more than RX-7 because, yeah, fair enough. Really good time. The handling was very, very good, Patty. Very good, Patty. The actual pulling power was quite good. It had 215 horse, but 2250 pounds. I think the handling might have beat Splom's here. 104.8. Very good handling. Custom Rally MK1 MR2. MR2 is really cool. Love the shape. Love the shape. Very classic 80s, to be honest. Dream Daily Driver? Another good question, Doge Lord. A BMW 1 Series, the previous generation, M140i, X-Drive hatchback. Ideally, is it a 3-door hatch? I'm not even sure. I love that thing. Beautiful car. Inline 6 wagon, come on. Or hatchback, not a wagon, hatchback, come on. I love it. Or a Lexus ISF. I love the Lexus IS. The ISF's pretty cool. Miata be a sick daily driver. I'd drive it. Let's go for the next one. Patty did quite good. Beep, beep, you're on next. We got Dan. Dan, you're on deck. Saab 95's cool. Saabs are pretty cool. Underappreciated for sure. 155 horse, 2675 pounds. The Type-In 630F Sport. We'll hop in and take it for a spin. The IS200DF Sport. The IS200D is like the IS looks pretty good. I like the IS200, or the IS in general. The new ones are fine. We don't really get the diesels here, but the 350S Sport's pretty lit here. I actually got to drive a 300F Sport about a brand new 300F Sport about a week ago. This was pretty cool. Any diesel vehicle or practical in Canada? There's like I'd say for trucks and stuff, they are fairly common. Not anymore, but like I'd say for trucks and stuff, they're pretty common new at least. There's not too much support for diesel anymore in Canada, I'd say. Like it's a bit. But if you're looking for like a small car with a diesel engine, it's not gonna happen. Not here at least. Mod, any possible car to give a 500 horsepower, what would it be? That's a tough one. Honestly, like, I love hatchbacks with a lot of power. All-wheel drive hatchbacks are pretty cool. Like the 1 Series with 500 horsepower would be very quick, very cool. I also love, again, the Lexus ISF or an IS350 with a supercharger makes about 500, so they're pretty awesome. But this thing, quite low. Again, a little bit plain Jane, style-wise. Not a ton of detail, but it's got writing in the back, and we got the badging and stuff, so I don't mind that. It sounds pretty good. It's a bit quiet, but I like the wheels, so it's not bad. 500 horsepower Miata would be pretty insane. You'd be crazy to drive that. Decent grip. Really short gearing, though. '07 IS350. Hey, I've got an 06, so same thing. Looks wise at least. My brother's got a 2011, so the facelift. The same generation, but facelift. All-wheel drive, which is pretty cool. So we both have, yeah, he used to have an 07 LS 460, but he wanted something a little bit sportier, a little bit less grandpa-ish, so he sold that and bought an IS. But I'm thinking, I'm like, for my next car, I might go to an ISF. We'll see. Miata is always the answer. Miatas are really cool. I'd love to own a Miata someday. I'd love to throw a sequential in there and make it like a rally Miata or a race Miata. Not a rally, but like a track day Miata. So once we're in gears, it's pretty good for speed-wise. But short gearing overall, so the launch was a little bit slow because you got to change through gears. No Miata diesel stock, but I think people have swapped in a Cummins, a 4BT into a Miata, which is pretty wild. Not a bad time, 116, I'll take it though. Good handling, the brakes were quite good. The gearing was a little bit awkward. I didn't like the gearing, but it was actually low in power and it did pretty, 155 horse, and like, it did actually really good for the power. Miata with a Z06 engine, oh jeez. That'd be terrifying. So beep beep, a 116.3, great time. For the power to weight ratio is a great time. Honestly, you did quite good. Dan, you're up next, bud. How do I submit cars? Amit, if you join the Discord, linked in the description, you can submit cars for the challenges here. Link is down below in the description. You join the Discord, you'll see a channel called #CommunityChallengesDrive. In there's all the rules and stuff to submit. And once you got your car in those specs, in that rule set, you gotta send it to a mod. You can find them in the Discord under the name FIA. That's what we call the mods in the server, and you can send it to one of them. Mods or admins. Meet the I can't pronounce this. The VO. You know what? We'll just call it the OWO. Come on, the Volvo, but OWO. It's fine. So, yeah, his car, Dan's. 155 horse. No, sorry, wrong car. D4. Nope, come on. Come on. Come on, Windows Notepad. Let me search. There we go. 175 horse, 2750 pounds. The VO of... I don't know. The SDN Sleeper. I'll just say oh well if you want me to say oh well. Gosh darn it. A Gamera engine and a Miata. That'd be crazy. Imagine if it was all-wheel drive too. Just a literal rocket ship. Crazy. We'll hop into that one. It is right here. Bit of a Volvo theme. It's great. Sweden has a badge. Too many Volvos, but then again, yeah, in Sweden. You know, honestly, I also considered a Volvo S60 T6 R design of the previous generation S60 for my next car. Inline 6 transverse all-wheel drive. A transverse inline 6 3-liter. Pretty big engine. They make a lot of power, but also the weight distribution of those things is like 65, or is what is it? 65 front, 35 rear. Crazy, so front heavy because it's front engine. Inline 6, a big old inline 6. Crazy. So the handling would not be that ideal. Love the chrome strip at the side. Looks a bit wonky from up top, but from the side it looks good. I love the Swedish flag, of course. Makes sense for a Volvo. It mimics the Volvo pretty well. I don't mind it. It's very revvy. Inline 6 front wheel or rear-wheel drive, sorry, not front wheel drive. Stroke to marriage, and oh gosh. Oh gosh, it'll be terrifying. We'll launch this thing. Automatic. Bit of wheel spin. Drum brakes are gonna be a little sketchy. Nope. Volvo. We'll launch it again. Give it a verse this time. Didn't get a ton of speed. That's okay. They have the 240 Estate supercharged. Ah. It's pretty quick, actually. We could have went to third earlier, but... I was actually going to brake there, but we just went to third instead. We'll do it again. We'll launch it. Brake a little bit earlier. On throttle a little bit. The 7, you know what? I would actually. I think Consider's actually made a very fast Miata before. I think they made a V16 Miata. Or not Consider Autoflux. The brakes are sketchy. Very, very, very sketchy brakes. Saab's cool. I don't mind Saab. Drum brakes, not ideal. It might be realistic, but not ideal braking wise. I love modern Genesis design language. It's actually my favorite brand design language wise. The brakes aren't doing it. Biggest thing is the brakes. They don't make hybrids. Not all hybrids. Not all hybrids. They make turbocharged cars. They make turbocharged and supercharged. They make turbocharged, supercharged hybrids. I love modern Genesis design wise. They need superchargers. They do. At some point they'll have it. And the brakes are really not ideal here. We're full braking here. They don't lock up, but they also don't stop. Like, that was full brake for the whole time. Foot to the floor. So we're gonna brake earlier. It's not ideal brakes. It's probably one of the worst brakes, I'd say, braking wise. It does not stop the car. We're gonna brake even earlier. We're braking. We're full braking here. Full braking. Full braking. Full braking. Full braking. Full braking. There we go. We made that. So the brakes are letting us down just a little bit. They aren't overheating. There's no force behind them. Is Say It still known at all? Oh yeah, Say It's still known. I love Say It. And Cupra is now its own sort of spun-off brand, I guess. They make their own few vehicles. I love modern Say It Cupra. I love especially Cupra. Awesome cars. I wish we had those in North America. I would legitimately buy one. It's way too early. Maybe. Possibly. We're full braking here. Full brake force. No, we let off a little bit. That was a little bit early. Not bad, though. That was better. Use the handbrake and drift. Oh, God. VAB's at 1.8 TDI. Yeah. Like, I love their top-line performance-oriented ones. Basically a Golf R, but not a Golf R. I love the looks. I love the design-wise. At least they're one of my favorite brands for design. Modern Coopers kind of look like Renaults. They kind of do. I like them. I love modern Renault too. I love modern Renault Peugeot. I'm not European. I say differently. So Dan, it did pretty good. A 120.8 is still a really good time. I'll take it. Schmeat is up next. Possibly drifting. Possibly. I think it'd be a pretty good drifter, but we're trying to set lap times at least here. We always do. Schmeat's got a pretty good power to weight ratio. 185 horse, 2,500 pounds. The Taylor Nebulon Thunder Wagon. Nebulon. Awesome name. I love that model name. If that's that's the model name. The Nebulon. Really cool model name. Looks great too. Alright, let's hop in. Wonder how a Pulsar 240 will look like. A Pulsar 240 would be crazy. Imagine if they took like a, I think they made the C30. They made a Pulsar version with all-wheel drive, I think. Very, very expensive, like, not much production run for that, very limited production run. What if they took that drivetrain and plopped into a 240? That'd be pretty wild. I think so anyways. We're here with the Taylor. Back end glitched out. I don't know why, but I like the looks. Very aggressive. The taillight's a little small, a little high up for my taste. With this body, the hatch actually goes to the side, so the taillights wouldn't... You'll have lights down here almost in the bumper. Hello, No Scope. How you doing, bud? Very aggressive, very, like, American, I'd say, for the front end. Very aggressive front end. Love the dual head or the quad headlights and the fog lamps down there. The Taylor writing is nice, too. The 07 Cupra. Yeah, the older ones look kind of goofy. I love the new ones. Talking the new ones, I love Genesis. I love Cupra, or say it. I love Peugeot. We'll launch it. Very aggressive. This is a very aggressive vehicle. What else do I like? New design. I like modern Kia a fair bit. Same with modern Hyundai. The Koreans are doing great stuff. Lifting a Miata. Ooh, sequential. There you go. A race Miata sounds like a lot of fun. We'll do the same thing again. We'll restart this. Oh, the ST205 in a mini body. That sounds very fast. Second will stay in. Third. We don't need a lip spoiler. We don't need it. Locks up a bit. That's okay. They all lock up. This one's totally average. It was different there. Well, it revs nice and quick. Lots of power. The gearing is nice. It's a little short, but it works. Galant VR, cool. VR4. Yeah, my brother actually really wanted the Galant VR4. For his first car. He bought a Mitsubishi FTO as his first car instead, which is really cool. He wanted to get an Evo at next, but he went to a Lexus just for reliability, to be honest. They're just great. Yeah, rally spec gearing this thing has for sure. I love the Galant VR4's looks. It's one of my favorite 90s cars style-wise. Beautiful car. Very, like, almost like a mafia boss kind of thing. Great time. Great time. Yeah, send me that video, sure. So 118.4. You believe in the newest challenge car? It's a challenge, actually. It's pretty difficult as far as I know. Genesis Coupe 2016. They're great cars. Like the V6 and the 4-banger. It's different look and it looks angry. It is a different look. It's definitely an American tough brawny brash look. Genesis Coupes, they're great cars. They're great cars. If you get like one of the later, like the Spec Rs or whatever they are, like I think they're great cars. I considered one actually. The braking was not smooth at all. I'm using pedals and a wheel. Braking is not smooth. You can't see brake input, but like a lot of these cars, there's no ABS, so the brakes are locking up very quickly. So they're just locking up and I'm letting off is what I'm doing. I'm just tapping it very, very lightly, like 10% brake input, then tapping off, then letting off. So they're still locking up. Kind of ugly, no offense. Oh, yeah. It depends what year, no scope. Depends what year. Like the first gen Galant VR4, I think they're great looking. Second gen looks nice too. Third gen, getting worse. 118.4. Yugo Dealers up next. And you have got 160 horse, 3,075 pounds. The Inspira Turbo Star. Go ham on the brake pedal. Oh, I'm like some cars, like with Dan's car, I used 100% brake force and they didn't lock up because there was just no brake force to give. Yeah, lack of grip, exactly, Nicola. These cars, they're wagons. They're not really meant. They're not race cars. They're not the grippiest cars. Look at that. There's a couple cars that did really good, but I'd say for the most part they lock up pretty quickly. Cappuccino. Oh yeah, great one. That's a great one. Yugo Dealers up next. The Inspira Turbo Star, 160 horse, 3,075 pounds. Love the name. I love both the brand or the model name and the trim name or the model name or whatever it is. Great names. I say that for so much of the cars, but like I mean it, you know. Interesting looking thing as well. I'll try to do some smooth braking this time. It go to 11,000 RPM is pretty crazy. The Eclipse, I think the Eclipse looks... I actually really like the final generation Eclipse style-wise. I don't know why. I love the style. Everything else is bad. It's very bubbly. It's more of a feminine style for a car. Very soft lines and stuff. Not as edgy sports car as they used to be. But I love how they looked. Yeah, 11,000 RPM is pretty crazy for like lots of the K cars. I think the Honda S600, the old Honda S800, sorry. 800cc 4-cylinder motorcycle engine for one of Honda's first cars, a sports car. And front engine rear-wheel drive, revved up to 8,000 RPM or 85 or 9,000, something like that. It was a motorcycle engine. My dad says it's a girl's car. I think a lot of people just say it's a more feminine car. I'd rock it, I'd drive it. But, you know, what am I? I'm just a cat girl. You know, I don't know. So we got a 6-seater here. 6 like captain chairs. I like it. Very French on the design thing. Front end's nice. 10,000. That's what it was. Sorry. I would love to get an S800 truly. I think it looks great. And a crazy engine. And they're just cool cars. Yeah, the shitbox cars, Dan, are going to be awful. So it's okay. They're all going to be... But hey, as long as it looks cool, that's honestly the most important thing. Back is nice too. The taillights are glitched out. I apologize. The license plate's too small. I think it's changed size. I don't like that. But it looks, overall the car is pretty good. Rear-wheel drive, 4x4 actually. We'll launch it. Little range. Go to first here. We're gonna restart that. That was a choppy launch. We'll launch it here. Either 1.5 JZ. The 1JZ, I would love to get a 1JZ actually. Those things can rev very high as well. And throw it into my Maverick. Yeah, awesome. Do a Doge Lord. The brakes are going to be a repeat. That's okay. I think the race will be a little bit easier anyways. Less like high-speed straights and stuff. Brakes lock up pretty easily here. Not as bad though. S187 or S550. Honestly, I like a lot of things about... I love the design of the S197. The S550 though looks great in its own way as well, but the interior is just so much better. I'd probably, if I had the choice, if I had to take one, like let's say a S197 GT500, which is just crazy American muscle car, versus the S550 GT500, it's definitely still a crazy American muscle car. No manual gearbox, obviously, but it's so much more comfortable. Okay, do you see no scope? I love the line in the grill. I love that line, personally. That's like my favorite design piece of the vehicle. We'll take that. A little bit sketchy towards the end, but we'll take that. What would the cross between those two be then? Oh god, I don't even know. They said they're gonna come with a manual. Are they coming with a manual? We'll see. If they do, then that's sick. If not, I mean, I like this. I like the dual clutch. Crazy performance. The 0-60 times are actually pretty disappointing. The GT500 is more of a track car, even though like the Camaro pretty much beats it in the track, and the Challenger beats in the straights. It's kind of in between. I love the looks though of the new GT500. I love the looks. Interior is nice. Opinions on a 67 Shelby GT500. Some people say it's ugly. I think it's beautiful. I think any of the first gen Mustangs, regardless of trim, are beautiful. I think almost any of the like the early 70s of the Mustang too, with like in between the first gen and the second gen, still the first gen, but like the Mustang Grande and stuff. I think those are really nice too. A 2-liter super version. Yeah, the 2.0 super is pretty sick. Yeah, the Hellcat's made in Canada. Yeah, the Ford GT is made in Canada. Well, made in Canada. Great, and it's a great transmission. And it's better performing, I guess. It's just cheaper. I like a manual. I would actually buy the DCT over the manual. I know I'm one of those guys. But either or is pretty cool. Turkel is up next. 155 horse, reasonable. 2375 pounds. The Ludwig L5 Familia Sportive. Sportive, yeah. The Ludwig. Not Ludwig. He's a good streamer and YouTuber, you know, streamer. But not a good car name. The Ludwig. Nice body again. Yeah, I saw the Target Top SEMA here, Supra. It looks pretty cool, actually. I'd actually consider buying a used Toyota Supra as my next car of the newest generation Supra, the MK5. Of course, in the inline six guys, not a four-cylinder, but I think it's still a great-looking car. It might not be a pure Supra, but the transmission's great. It's not a manual, but it's a great transmission for the inline six. Great-looking car. It's a BMW, not as reliable as the actual Supra probably, but you know, I think it's still great. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty fun, Nicola. Maybe, I don't know if the Steam Winter sale is yet, but maybe wait for like a sale. You can maybe pick it up on the cheap. Wagon's kind of glitching out. Interesting. I don't know if I like the design here. I don't know if it's glitching up. It's kind of weird, but I don't mind it. I think it's glitching out a little bit. Maybe a little bit. The new BMWs are a lot more reliable than the old ones, but it's a BMW disguised as a Supra. Fair enough. Fair enough. I would take a BMW Supra than no Supra. Without BMW, I mean, Toyota can afford it, but you know, it's a lot of money to dedicate to something that's not going to make much sales, because no one's going to buy it regardless, I don't think. Interesting front end. I don't know if I like the bottom part, or I don't know if I like everything working together, but I love this idea of really, really thin. Really, really fancy and aggressive it looks like. Back end's not bad. Love the wheels. Interesting design for the wheels. I like them, though. Very unique design. It is a transverse front-wheel drive. Four-cylinder, I think. Like, yeah, I would take a BMW Supra over no Supra. As much as I love a JZ engine, the 3JZ, but you know, we think we can get, and it's not the most beautiful Supra ever. It's not the coolest car, but it's still pretty awesome. And I applaud Toyota for still going after sports cars, even though no one's buying them, because the new Supra is not selling at all. It's just a paltry sales car, to be honest. It's just a halo kind of car. Same with the BRZ. Like the next generation Toyota 86, I think it's gonna be called the GR86 now. It's not, they never really sold well. But thanks Toyota for at least trying. You know, it's not perfect, but better than nothing, I guess. Like a lot of brands are throwing out their sports cars and stuff for cutting down models and whatnot. The new Nissan, the 400Z. I think it looks pretty good. The grille is kind of it looks unfinished to me, but it's decent looking. I'm happy they're going with a new twin-turbo 3-liter engine. It's a good engine. Lots of power, lots of tunability, so you can get some crazy numbers out of those things for pretty cheap. And like it looks pretty good. I love like the back end especially. The front end's it's a little bit yeah, but it's pretty good. I'm happy the Nissan's continuing it, even though Nissan's not doing that well right now. Not gonna lie. Oh god, that'd be crazy if you did that. If you took the GT350 engine. I don't even turbo it. Just sound just like the revs and listen to the revs. .302 swap Miata. That'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty sick. And manual lock or diff. Yeah, manual lock and diffs. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why we need them. The open diff's fine on these cars. Like it's only pushing 155 horse. Locking diff would be pretty good for front-wheel drive, I guess, but yeah. 119.1 is still a good time. Yeah, the Miata, small, light, and rear-wheel drive, cheap, you know, relatively cheap. It's like the used ones, they're going up pretty high for used market, but like if you look at a brand new Miata compared to any other sports car, it's like the cheapest basically. Pretty much. That, the GT86. Depends if you want a little more sporty or a little more practicality. Because the BRZ, the 86 are going to be a bit more practical. Come and swap, that'd be pretty sick. I can't wait for the next generation Miata to come. I hope Miata gives us, if we could break 200 horsepower at some point in a Miata, it'd be pretty sick. It can be the same weight, so 2,400 or whatever pounds, so quite light still. And I love the new Mazda design front end, the new design language in the front ends, in like the Mazda 3. If that carries over, I think that's pretty cool. So Turkle, or so that was Turkle 119.1. Debele is up next. Cheap because it's slow. Yeah, it's cheap. It's stripped out. The interior is pretty basic. The whole car is pretty basic. But, you know, very reliable car. The Miata is pretty much a bulletproof car, actually. The new ones are very reliable. Yeah, 200 horsepower, it'd become... Yeah, it'd be a very sketchy car with 200 horsepower. But, like, I think, like, if they had, like, maybe, like, a bigger trim, a better trim. They have rust issues, yeah. A lot of the old Mazdas had rust issues, to be honest. They're better now, as far as I know. And actually, well, because Toyota owns 20% of Mazda now. I think they're upping their share of ownership to 20% from 16 in the next few years. Hopefully we get more collaborations between Toyota and Mazda. So I think because the new Mazda 6 is going to have an inline 6 rear-wheel drive layout, and maybe they update the IS350 again, or like a new GS or something like that with a inline 6 engine rear-wheel drive platform. Be pretty cool, pretty awesome actually. Well, Toyota owns Lexus, but I'm talking Mazda. Like they own 20% of Mazda, and Toyota and Mazda are collabing, right? So if the new Mazda 6 is going to be a inline 6 rear-wheel drive car, which is crazy because Mazda is always in front-wheel drive, basically. For a lot of their cars, at least. And that might switch over to Toyota as well, or to the Lexus. The average power of an engine from a 4-cylinder? Depends on what year, I guess, but... The new RX Vision is going to have a rotary? Yeah. Yep. The Toyota FT1? The FT1 is pretty cool. The FT1, it's nicer than the Supra. But we got the Supra instead, and the Supra's still fine. I'll take the Supra. It still looks good. Not as beautiful as the FT1, but it's still not bad. So, Dembele is 305 horse. A ton of horsepower. 2,800 pounds. This is one of the most horsepowers, actually. The Piedmont Normandy Turbo. Cool name again. We'll hop in to the Piedmont Normandy Turbo. My voice is slowly starting to die. We've been here for a good bit. I'm just talking to myself a lot. It's fantastic. We are probably at 2 hours, I'm guessing. Just about 2 hours. We're going to finish off right on time, actually, for our usual stream. Miata's piston or rotary? They're piston. You can swap a rotary in, though. A Reliant Kitten. Oh! I didn't even know the kitten is the kitten a thing? Interesting. I just piston a rotary because I looked away. It's a is it a piston or I talk too fast. It's a piston engine, the Miata. I'll try to pace myself, but it's harder in streams. The loading screen? I didn't see it actually this time. So simplistic. I don't mind how it looks. Tons of power. This thing is meant for being fast. How do you find the estimated cost of an automation car? If you go to the very last tab, if you go through all the tabs on the bottom, the very last one on the right side, there's one called Markets. It should be on the top middle-ish right. Click that, and there should be an approximate cost somewhere. You can ask in the Discord too. Good evening, that remix man. You're hopping into the tail end here. Welcome, bud. How you doing? Very fast car so far. Tons of power. 305 is a lot. Go to 30 or less wheel spin. 140 kilometers an hour is pretty quick. It's very fast. Handles very good as well. It could be a record breaker towards the end. I'm actually really surprised. $900 over the limit. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, you gotta lower some quality or change something out. Very fast time so far. Could be a record breaker. It could be. We're cutting a bit of corners here though. We're going very fast. Might not be the record, but very close. Let's see here. So, mine was a 114. This is a 113. Ivan's was a 112, and no 110. Sorry, DS's was a 112. So 113.6 puts it up in what? Top 7. Pretty good. Pretty good. The braking very sketchy. I mean, it was okay braking. It broke pretty well. Some people have YT have a different version of automation where you can make the windows transparent, more options. Yep. So Jacko, if you go to my channel and if you just like search up automation open beta, you'll see my video probably. Or if you join the Discord, you can just ping me and I'll send you, or you can just DM me in Discord and I'll send you a link to my video. I have a tutorial. It's just very quick. It's super easy on how to get to the open beta version of automation, which allows you to do those things. The Corvette didn't have a rotary, but I think they contemplated putting a rotary in it for a generation there. For a little bit there. But a 113.6, very fast in the straights. Very fast. Very fast. Soda's up next. You can go on Steam and turn on the open beta. So if you go on Steam, you right-click on automation, you go to properties, and then I think on the last tab there or whatever, I think there's one that says like versions or something like that, and you can click open beta. Something like that. So Soda's up next, one of the last ones tonight, one of the last ones for this challenge, 150 horse, 24-25 pounds. The Samer Sentio GTF. We'll hop in and give her a bit of a drive, Reno. Hop in, there she is. Second to last, yeah, that sounds about right. I'm trying to recall off the top of my head here. Getting an idea for a project. What if you took a Suzuki Katana engine and put it in a lawnmower? Oh gosh, that'd be a freaking crazy lawnmower. Hello, Slidies. We're on one of the last cars tonight. We're just hanging out, just chilling. We just had we just had the fastest car of the night. Actually, it was pretty quick. I would love to make a lawnmower project like that, to be honest. It's fatal error. What? Is it a BeamNG error? Hydrogen Toyota, that's pretty cool. I like the Hydrogen Toyotas. Hey, thanks, Jacko. Appreciate that, bud. You know, I've got a lot of hours in automation, and it just takes time. I don't think mine are perfect. I'm always trying to get better. And there's always there's a lot of people in my Discord too. There are a lot of great designers. It's pretty crazy. Well, it's all for fun. We're all having fun here, just doing what we can for having fun, making the cars and stuff. Very aggressive V8 sounds. Low, very low boy. Decent power. Back end's not bad. I like the front end. A little fixture light, but it's not bad. Look up to your Satyr. Oh, thank you, man. Honestly, I love making the Satyr. A lot of people say it was kind of ugly, but I enjoy it. I love how that brand looks, the design of that brand. Oh, we're good, actually. No, Dan, I think your car looks pretty good. So, and there's always gonna be people saying your cars look bad. Even, you know, for every person who says your car looks good, there's probably another person who says it looks bad. Same with me. It's no different with anyone. There's haters always. That's okay. As long as you have fun doing it, that's the most important thing. Hey, that's awesome, Jack. Well, appreciate you hanging out for a stream. I kind of butchered this run, so we're going to restart that. But thanks for hanging out, man. Oh, the Cadillac 864. What a bad engine. Objectively, my dad used to own it, actually. I think he used to tell us it's probably the worst engine he's ever had. Because they're just awful engines, objectively. A good idea. But it was just too advanced for the time. The Raider. The Raider was a lot of fun, too. It's been a ton of time. You don't know how to put on the repository? I don't even know. I couldn't tell you either. I don't put anything on the repository myself. I just upload to Google Drive some of my builds and stuff. Let's have some water, I guess, in the straight line here. 64 horse for the shitbox is pretty good, actually. Nope. FSR. So this challenge is actually from about a month ago. Actually, we're just finishing the last testing now. The submission of this one's closed, But if you want to send a car into me for one of my challenges in the future, you have to join the Discord, which is linked in the description of the stream, I think. And in there, there's a channel called #CommunityChallengesDrive. And there's all the rules for all the challenges, and it's got to fit certain requirements to get into the stream. Like this is a user-made, this is a Discord member-made car, for example. And then you send in your finished product, your finished car that fits the rules, to one of the moderators on the server. And you can go in there and just ask for some help, and then one of the mods will tell you on where to go exactly or how to direct you. 64 is pretty good for the ship boxes. Yep, from what I'm seeing, it's pretty good. Yeah, no problem, man. Sorry I couldn't get your wagon in. These ones were submitted like over a month ago, I want to say. So a good while ago. I'm a bit behind right now, I know. The holiday seasons are a little bit iffy. Making a good-looking vehicle without mods is very hard. I used to do it without mods, but now I only do it with mods, obviously, but... Hey, FSR, I tried. I had to stop and think about it for a second, but no, I try. I'm trying to drive two at the same time, it's great. Yeah, first person's better to drive in, to be honest. I've crashed this car a good bit of times, it drives well, I'm just missing the mark here. We'll stay in first or second. Is it front wheel drive? It drives pretty good. Actually, it almost feels like it's rear. Mods don't work. Fair enough. As a 3D modeler, are there any car mod bodies you'd like to see? One mod body I would love to see at some point, and like, no rush. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, that's okay. The Chrysler 300. There's no modern American sedans, really. There's no beefy, square, chunky sedans, at least. But something like just a chunky, modern-ish. So it could be from, you know, late 2000s or late 10s to 2020. It's a big, chunky, square sedan. I love what a square, chunky sedan. With a good engine bay size, terrible drag coefficient, and a lot of gas guzzling. 150 mods. Yeah, fair enough. I've got about 575 or 600 mods, I think, now, so... They are adding more mods all the time, at least, thankfully. I have a great body for a great car for challenge number 7. Which one is that? So I won a 1-2-1. I'll put that time down real quick. So it did good. The handling was good. The brakes were a little bit sketchy. The handling was good. And the power is definitely adequate. So it did pretty good. One of the better fair time. Will he be in Discord? I mean, I'll be in text chat for a good bit. I might hop into voice chat later tonight and just play some Minecraft with some friends. If you guys are welcome to hang out and just chat. There might be talking because we're playing Minecraft, but you know, you're welcome to hang out. I like to relax a little bit after the stream, just because. Oh boy, I'm just sweat buckets here. What's up, good kids? How you doing, bud? Number 7 is 90s tractor car. Yep. So how this works as of far is we all vote. Everyone votes for what they want the challenge to be, and the winner is not that one for this one. The winner is, I think, number... So unfortunately, it's not that one. It's number 4. So it's got to be number 4. You got to fit the rules for that one, which are in the Discord. It's kind of wonky, but... When I try to use dog tape and the grill fixtures, I can never click back to the grill. Any tips on how? Okay. So, Jacko, it's really hard. What's the time in America? Well, I'm in Canada, but it's about 5:35. It's not that late, but I'm just... It's very warm here. 5:35 here, at least. So what you do, Jacko, is I can't show you really, but on your keyboard, you've got the... I think it's the comma and the period key, which should be just above your Alt near your spacebar key-ish. And what you do to cycle through fixtures and automation, you press the Alt... Or you press the comma to go back to the previous one, and you press the period to go forward to like the next one around. So you can cycle through things like that, and you can use the arrow keys or WASD to move objects around in automation. Is what I do. If you can't grab things again, you use the arrows or the comma and the period to grab things again. Yeah, right now it's 5:35 p.m. here at least. But yeah, so it did good. It did good. No real complaints. It did fairly decent. KJ Blues is up next. 205 horse, 29.25 pounds. The Sorrento Elefante. The old arrows kind of better. Yeah, they worked. I kind of like them better too, but I guess there's a reason why they changed them. You know, I don't know. It's fine. You know, it's nothing great. I don't know. An eh. Yeah, I'd say it's an eh with me as well. Thanks, that one's the annoying thing about the game. Yeah, it took me a long time to figure that out, to be honest. Just using the dot, the comma to cycle through things. 4 days until Christmas. You guys excited? I'm excited. Of course, we're in lockdown here. We can't go out or anything, but we're gonna do a FaceTime with my sister, my nieces and nephews, and just hang out and do a video call. So it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna go drop off my presents at their front door and pick up whatever they have for us, and we'll do everything over the phone or whatever. So 2020 has been an interesting year. The Chery Vivace 190DX. Yeah, that's not bad. I think the Vivace is pretty sick. Well, it's one of my favorite BeamNG cars. It's also new as well. Trophy trucks? I don't mind trophy trucks. They're very cool. It'd be terrifying driving one, but I'd love to drive one at some point. So front end, very aggressive front end. For 1980, crazy aggressive. I don't know if, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if it's 1980 design, but it looks really cool and I like it a lot. So 10 out of 10 there. Love the indentation on the hood. Door handles, a little bit new as well. I don't mind. The wheels, almost like a Ferrari-esque. I like it. Back end, a little new, I feel like, as well. Bigger tips. But it looks good. Feels a little modern for me, but it looks very good. You don't have BeamNG? That's okay. Greetings, John. How you doing, bud? How's John Marine doing? 4 cents in your Steam. I've got 67 cents in my Steam account. I'm finally getting a racing wheel that is 900 degrees instead of 180. Oh, gosh. You're using 180? Oh, gosh. Yeah, 900 is going to be much different. Does the look of my car affect my chances? Nope. Nope. Ideally, I like to have under 50 cars. We usually have a bit over that, but it's okay. So, it's completely... Every car that's submitted, I promise, will be tested in multiple parts, because there's going to be multiple streams per challenge. Every car that's... As long as it fits the rules, it will be in. Double check with the moderator that you send it to that it fits the rules, like after you send it, just to make sure. And you'll be good. Both barely run. Yeah, it's a bit hard to run the game sometimes. Doing okay, welcome to winter. Yeah, happy Monday to you too. We got a bunch of snow last night, about 1.5 feet. It's a little chilly out, I had to go shovel, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad, it could be worse. 34,000 expensive. So, let's see how this thing sounds. It sounds good. Oh, the interior. Let's look at the interior, actually. Let's go like this. So, manual gearbox. I hope that's how it is. No, the steering wheel's glitched out or it's gone. Oh gosh, I like it though. We'll launch it. We'll do like this. So I need more RAM. Oh, really? Oof. The BeamNG is pretty tough to run. Not gonna lie. The automation's not as bad. I'm pretty blessed this year to get a new PC. Yeah. I actually got my G920, G29, same thing, for a really good deal. About a year ago now. I think I paid like 200 Canadian. Very good deal, brand new. So I got a really good deal of mine. I was waiting for a good deal and one popped up. I went there and bought it. Very happy I got that. Sport compact hatchback. That sounds pretty fun. Well, hey John, if you ever if automation runs good enough to make another car for the challenges, you can send one in and we can test it on the next challenge. We're in 1970s shitboxes, so just think like a really cheap car from the 70s, a Pinto maybe, or a Chevy Vega or a whatever else, a Chevette, some really cheap car from that time period, with probably a tiny 4-cylinder and no power whatsoever. Or whatever else they had, I don't know too much European cars at the time. 80s minivan, that's not bad. Those are cool, like a Previa or like a Dodge Grand Caravan. I like those. Cool cars. Classic minivans are a really interesting shape and I love them. RAM issues. I love how I can like look down and probably read chat while I'm driving, and because I can like see it in my peripheral vision, the actual track itself. And I can drive like pretty much decent with that. The Honest. I like that name. A very honest name. Unique for a car too, so. You're the Wagon, Bosch? How'd it do? A Dodge Magnum. Oh, Dodge Magnum is there, so I considered a Dodge Magnum for my second car instead of the Lexus, an RT all-wheel drive wagon. It was just a little bit out of the price range when I was looking at first, and I ended up going for the Lexus, which costed more. But a Magnum RT Magnum, especially the final year Magnums are really good looking. Personally, everyone's got their own opinion. 117.4, great time, K. Great time. Quite fast, good handling, decent suspension, and gearing was fine. Like, it's not bad. You're trying to model the same automation car in Blender. Hey, Blender works, then you could do that. That's pretty sick. Yeah, that's an interesting way to do it. Let's see here. I'm just sweating so much in here. It's just fantastic. It's like 40 degrees in this closet. Okay. Ezresi is up next. Will there be an off-road towing session? For these things, no. Usually for the challenge cars, just for there's a few reasons why we test every car, generally speaking, with performance in mind. It's easier to set up for a stream to be, I think, more entertaining for everyone. It's pretty fun for me when we're driving the track, and I think it's more fun for everyone when we just see it being raced. Because there can be some lulls if we're doing off-roading or towing and stuff. I do use a closet. Ian, I am in a literal closet. It's a walk-in closet, but it's quite small. I can show you guys real quick actually. Here, I'll load the SRSC's car and we'll take a look while it's loading. 175 horse, 2375 pounds. The pregnant whale. The pregnant whale. I think this is gonna be it's supposed to be interesting. Take care, Slidus. New headset, yeah, good new headset. That's sick. A new headset, it makes a world of difference, to be honest. My closet though, so we got the door right there. There's one wall with a sheet on the wall, just in case I want to have a sheet there. We got another wall on a shelf, and what else? So you can go behind me. There is a dress shirt or two dress shirts, a scarf, and a jacket. And what do we have over here? We've got nothing over here, just my hand and more shelf. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty plain Jane. Imagine being in a closet as a YouTube studio. Better than nothing. Better than having just in the room. It's a little bit more, you know, my own space. The lighting is terrible. I'm getting a new light soon. The 70 shitboxes, the cars are going to be tested based on like a race kind of setting. They're going to be raced like this, raced in a different track. They will not be off-road. Probably. I can't promise, but they will probably not be off-road. That door's about to get demonetized. No. It's very blurry. It's very blurry. It's just my moderator, one of my server mods without a shirt. Whose car are we on currently? We are second to last, I think. It's the fashion bloggers. John, should I be a fashion blogger? Should I be a vlogger instead? We're second to last. We're on Ezra's car. I think we're off the list now. I think we're off the list. I think so. Let me double check real quick here. There's two more actually after this. Do you have fashion style and want to show it off? Oh, John, you have no idea, man. Look, I'll show you my cosplay, bud. Oh no, not that. See, there's me. There's me on the right hand. Oh, there's me on the right hand side. He does cosplay. I do cosplay. I don't have an OnlyFans, but I do cosplay. So I'd say that's pretty fashion style to me. I'd say that's pretty fashionable. What's up, Rudy? How you doing, bud? Cacro vlogger. I mean, there is a sim racer who wears a fursuit. Race the fursuit. Fair enough. I could race in a Cacro cosplay. It's probably gonna be impractical, but cosplaying as. Oh, I mean, I was cosplaying as Coconut from Nekopara. So we're in this car here. Bright red, not bad color. It's a pretty large cosplay. It's a pretty large closet, but I'll be moving in the next 9 months probably. We'll say. Very, very slim front end. A little bit fixture. It's fixture light, I would say, is what I would describe it. But that's not bad. You ruined Nekos for me. Why did I ruin Nekos? Now, Ian, you can't tell me that this doesn't look pretty decent. You can't tell me that me in that Cacro cosplay doesn't look pretty. My chin looks like a bit of a butt chin. That's just lighting. My chin is actually pretty fine. But you can't tell me it doesn't look pretty decent. Come on. We'll launch this thing. We'll launch it. Honda Accord wagon. I could see a bit of a Honda, like a bit of a Japanese wagon there. Butt chin syndrome. Fair enough. I don't. You know what? My chin is just the makeup and the lighting made it look way worse than it was. I'm gonna do a full stream in cosplay at some point, but after Lock 10 ends. Wheel spin's quite prevalent, but it's doing good. brakes locking up nice and good. Just a bit. Imagine racing in drag. Yeah, it'd be pretty intense. I wouldn't do that, but it sounds pretty cool. Sounds just difficult. You gotta wear like a helmet and stuff still too. Like you can't really like do too much. I guess if you wear like the drag under your race suit or whatever. It reinvents the term drag racer, yep. BeamNG is the best sandbox for a driving racing game, I'd say. Open world, physics based, with great physics. The driving physics aren't like the best of the best. As out of Corsa, Competicion's gonna have better driving physics for racing, but this is just so much more freedom. I'd say it's a good switch off. If you want more freedom, but you know, so close. I mean, we'll give it a retry. Imagine racing in a suit that triples your... So, well, the cosplay itself too, Dan. Because I wore the cosplay for a stream earlier this week, or last weekend, at the end of last week. And, I think on Friday. And you think for not wearing any pants, for just wearing, like, a skirt, basically, or a dress is what I was wearing. You think it'd be pretty cool, but boy, oh boy, you're sweating. Especially, like, you're wearing the fake dress, obviously. You're just sweating here. How does power steering affect drivability in Beam? It makes a bit... It doesn't affect much in Beam, actually. If you can get away with no power steering, definitely get away with power steering, no power steering. You don't really need it in Beam. I actually prefer driving without power steering in Beam. It's much more firm and more weighted. It feels better to drive, at least for me, at least. The gearing's a bit weird in this car, I find. What's up? What's up, Maddie? How you doing, bud? If you always in cosplay, it would just be a stall for IRL. I mean, I could be a stall for IRL, sure. I do plan on doing a stall for cosplay at some point. I have not done one yet, but so this year, hopefully, if restrictions are loosened and you know things get somewhat back to normal, if they have a convention, I would love to do. I'm gonna wear my cosplay, my Necopara cosplay, to a convention. You'd be Felix. I mean, Felix is great too. An Astolfo figure. Oh yeah, I know there's some pretty cool Astolfo figures for sale that you can buy. But an Astolfo cosplay's in the books. Maybe Felix. I might do a Rem and Ram cosplay. I'm not even into anime or anything. This cosplay's pretty fun. If you don't want to feel gay for liking Astolfo, I mean, you don't have to be gay to like Astolfo. Like not like sexually like him because it's just a character, but like to like his character, it's pretty cool. Welcome back, RK. Astolfo cosplay, it's gonna happen. Speaking of fashion, I believe in skirts and heels even for males, even dresses. Yeah, I say whatever you want. Honestly, wear whatever you want. What about Felix? I would cosplay as Felix for sure. I think Felix would be a good cosplay for me because we both have brown hair. Mine's darker, but like similar at least. And we have like the same body type, which is just skinny as heck. 126 or 120.6. Sorry, it did good. Lots of power, decent handling. Yeah, skirts and heels were worn, both male worn even before they became... Exactly. I'd say just in today's society, people just assume those things, or not assume, they just relate those things to being female or male. They relate clothing and objects and stuff, but, like, honestly, like, my cosplay, I mean, I didn't choose it. Someone else chose it. I'm just like, let's do it, because I don't care. But it's a lot of fun to wear. I'm going to wear it again for another stream, and I'm going to wear it at a convention. And, just a lot of fun, and, this thing just different, you know? Every car company has a duo of the cars, like the Civic and the Accord and the Aventador and the Huracan. Sure, yeah. So like the Civic's the compact, Accord's the midsize, the Aventador is the V10 versus the Huracan, or Huracan V10, Aventador V12. A hoodie that has a skirt, that'd be pretty sick. So second last of the night, you made your own. I don't own any skirts, I just own the one cosplay. But maybe more in the future. Scout has his own car next. I got this last. We're just taking the last because this is what I got. I loaded it up today, though. The Scout S Wagon Proto. So 175 horses by Scout, I think. 25 pounds. But this thing was exported today, so it might have different driving dynamics. I think you could go with a skirt as a male without problem because of the Scottish. Yeah, fair enough. You think you could. But I think, like for example, if for example, I wore a bright pink skirt and heels or whatever, out in public. As much as I feel like people shouldn't be, you know, pointed at for that stuff. It is maybe out of the ordinary for sure in today's society, but I feel like, I don't know, people just care about other people's things or what they're doing too much and stuff. It's a story for another time. It's another time. So Scout's car, the Scout S. Let's hop into his car. It's got a bit of a cyberpunk theme. Why does YouTube make emoticons for emojis? Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty weird, to be honest. Here's the Phantasma and the Truno. I like both those names, to be honest. They sound interesting. It's a mid-size and a compact. Max ride height. It sounds terrible, but I like it. The grandmas will judge you very... Yeah, soon. Yeah, I know. I know. That's okay, though. They don't care about you when I go out. If fair enough. Fair enough. I think people also worry. I mean, it's the same thing for me. I worry too much about what other people think and stuff. I'd be like when I wore my cosplay in public to take photos and stuff. It's pretty terrifying. Well, I feel people should just care less about that kind of thing. It's a hard mentality to get over. It's the Truno, but not 86. Lamborghini Cyan. That's cool too. So, beautiful car. I love the detail put in this thing. The front end's awesome. I love it says Scout. Definitely like a cyberpunk theme to it. Bit of a cyberpunk theme. It's 80s cyberpunk-ish. Taillights. I don't know if I like the taillights or the back end. But I love the front end. I love like what's in the roof here. These little details and stuff. The comfort's quite hard. You gotta make that soft suspension. Do a comfort tune. The skirt in the same color as the hoodie. Fair enough. The sunroof is very, very massive. It's not like the 80s, but I think it's really cool. Be kind of a concept car. BeamNG, yeah, 2077. We'll try that again. Nope. I don't care what people think. I try not to care. It's a hard mentality to get over. And I think a lot of people, you know, care, obviously. And I think people should care less, but it's a hard mentality to get over, really. Maybe I'll wear other cosplays out in public and stuff, but my parents, I'd be worried about what they think too. So, the gearing is much too long for this vehicle. It handles nice though. This is full throttle. Is it 2-speed? It's a 5-speed. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. It's a 5-speed and the first gear is to about 150. The gearing in this thing is up to like 400 kilometers an hour. I feel like, or 500 kilometers an hour. I care about what other people think, but most of the time they don't care. Yeah. That's the same way. I think the people who do care are the ones though that are always the most vocal. You know? Like for example, if I go in public wearing a Cat-Girl maid costume, I'd care about what other people think, because obviously it's a pretty unusual thing, I'd say. And what people think of me is something that a lot of people think of. So very slow. When you say that first the entire time, the gearing is kind of ruined the time. I'm flooring the car, yeah. So Scout, the problem with this thing is the gearing. Like, we go in 5th here. The rest doesn't care. Exactly. Exactly, Bosch. But, you know, the vocal minority can be very hurtful and stuff, too. So, yeah. I don't really care what other people think. That's my mom. I mean, yeah. A fine time still for a terrible, If that's 29.9 safety, usually that's okay, but I try to be over for it if you can. 134.9, not a great time. The gearing was not good. It's the worst gearing out of all the cars, unfortunately. We'll finish off in the last car, though. We got the Rolf-O family car. 220 horse, 2725 pounds. The Rolf-O family car. The Lamborghini sign. I want to do another hypercar in the future, an NA hypercar. We'll see. I want to do my fastest car, but with an NA engine again. My current fastest car in BeamNG is about, without modding JBeam files, is my, I think, early 2000s a hypercar with a 950 horsepower NA V12. a video series creating real life cars. Well, the biggest thing for me, Jacko, is I don't like to do too much making a realistic, hyper realistic cars. I don't like copying real life cars too much. One, because I don't know, I love designing my own cars for one, and for two, like, you know, if something's not perfect, a lot of people just complain and that it's not perfect and stuff, and it gets to you. Oh, can we stall it? No. Interesting. It's happening. I don't know what's happening. Oh, this one's broken, I think. Oh, no. I'm up into a free room real quick. I don't know what's wrong there. Let's go to a grid map real quick. I don't know. I think the car's broken, so we might be finished. I checked and the car was fine actually, which is the weird thing. We'll see. Yep. I'll try to export it real quick. I'll try to export it. Why have I been pinged? Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, V12's automation are garbage. Yeah, they are. But I like the sound. Exactly. Exactly, Jackal. You just do what you want for designs. If it's not perfect, that's okay. I love to do my own designs. I love the design aspect. And, like, I've made an interior in my cars yet for the new update. I'll make one at some point, I promise. I like making it without the interior. It saves time for one. And for two, I like the design of the outside of the car. That's my favorite thing. I'm going to re-export the car real quick. We'll take a look and see. How do I get fuel MPG better? So you want to have the lowest fuel mixture possible. And you want to have low cam profile. That's what you want. Yeah, study real cars performance stuff for sure. You can study real cars for even designs and stuff, but just do your own thing. It's a fun game. For sure. I would love to do a video at some point. Some people who make IRL cars and automation say people's ones are unrealistic because they don't know what to create. Yeah, fair enough. Well, Masterbrain, always, you can reach out on people in the Discord and they can help you out. Costco's a good engineer and good builder. And he's usually pretty happy to help. I want to make sure this car starts. So it runs perfectly fine. We're going to re-export. I'm just automation right now because it just crashed. Or, like, it didn't crash. It's not loading. I'm going to load the Pessima. Yeah, with 3D fixtures, you can do literally anything now. It takes a long, could take a while, but you can do anything you want, basically. Basically anything you want. My phone's charged up 1% since we started the stream. It's pretty great. You can make literally anything now with the new update. It's really insane. Hey, Scout. What's up, bud? We can hop in. Okay, we tested your car, Scout. We did test it. We can hop back into it for a second. I'm just testing. I'm just loading the last car. We can hop back into it for a second. The gearing was off. The big, like, it's at a 130, so it didn't set a great time. The gearing was very, very, very long. Top speed was geared quite high. You did, Hugo. Everyone comes in right at the end. Pick up a truck and an SUV in a fixture. In the future. Oh yeah, do those. Those are great ideas for both. East Coast USA, back to this one. Road course 2. Yeah, I'll try to get it work. I'll try to get it to work. Because I don't see why it shouldn't work. There's no issues in automation. There's no issues in automation. I didn't test it before we started the stream. But we're going to load it up. There shouldn't be any reason it shouldn't work. I re-exported it. How'd mine do? Yours is quite good. Let me look at the time real quick while this is loading up, Hugo. So 123, it did about the average time. If I recall, I think the gearing was a bit off. but it handled pretty good. The brakes were pretty good, and power was like an okay power to weight ratio. It wasn't crazy, but it did pretty good. The gearing was a little bit slow, I think. All right. I don't think it'll work, unfortunately. If you want to send me the BeamNG file too, I can try that. Yeah. Interesting. It might be a mod. I don't know. Honestly, it's a mod that I don't have, but it exports an automation perfectly fine. If you want to send me this car, maybe like a BeamNG file, if you can upload it real quick or something, because it exports fine. It loves to roll down a hill. Interesting. Safety issues, comfort issues, MPG issues. Maybe next time. Yeah, no problem. Masterburn. The challenges, they are very tough. They are the hardest challenges of any of the automation BeamNG YouTubers of the whole community. I'd say it's probably the hardest challenges to get requirements into, because we get so much cars. Hello, Brandon. How's it going, bud? Yeah, so if you can send me the, I don't know if you can send me a BeamNG file over Discord though, but if you can. Here, I'll hop into, I'm going to close automation. I'll hop back into Scout's car for a second because he missed it, but we'll just go over it real quick. It is this one. The Dodge Magnum, it's probably my favorite wagon of all time, actually, is the Dodge Magnum. Yes, Bosch. Yeah, B mods are too big to send. Yeah, not over Discord. If our server had one more booster, if we get up to level 2 in Discord boost, we just need one more booster. We fell back down. But if we were at server level 2, you could send it in the actual Discord, the chat, the channel, the thing. They're more than 100 megabytes. Not always. Ugh, I'm yawning. If you want a cable wagon, the Audi RS6 Avant. If I can afford one, John, that's what I think I'd be up there for my choices. Like, there's not too much choice. E63S wagon, RS6 Avant. Is there an M5 Touring still? I don't think so, but cool. Making a Pikes Peak car. That's on the list to do. What cars have you tried tonight? We've tried a ton of cars. The Green Dino. All wagons. We've done about 30 wagons so far. A lot of wagons, just different sporty kind of wagons. The Q versions of the RS. You know, a lot of people hate the RS or the Q. So the crossovers and SUVs. A lot of people don't like crossovers and SUVs. I think the Q8 and the RS Q8 is actually a pretty handsome looking, very aggressive, very flashy for an Audi, but looks good. But yeah, Pikes Peak is on the list to do for sure. Ah, an exclusive test to do 3D fixtures. Well, Scout, yeah, we can hop in your car real quick. The design looks great. It's probably one of the best designs, if not the best design, or my favorite design at least. So we'll hop into that. The 6 liter, the diesel TDI, the V12 diesel. Those things are really cool. Yeah, so yours, a cyberpunk aesthetic. I love how it looks. Very awesome. Tons of work put into it. The yours is even more stylish, to be honest, or over styled, which I like it. Here, I think what we'll do is I'll try to get someone else to send it to Bosch. I'll try to get someone else to send it to me, and the next challenge, I'll test it before we start all the other cars, if that works. Because I know you got it to me, and I know we wanted to test it, but it's not working right now, and it's kind of a pain to send it over thing. But what I'll do, I'll get Ivan to export it, and I'll get him to send me the BeamNG file if he can. That's what I'll try to do. You remember my challenge too? Ray, I don't think I can recall, bud. I don't think I can recall. Rigs and rods. I'll check that out. That sounds interesting. Make it horrible to drive. Well, nothing new. That's nothing new. People actually do that all the time. It's terrible, but I love it. It's fun. A bad car is a lot of fun too. Build a drag race limo or race limo. I've built actually a drag race fire truck. It was terrible, but I loved it. It was a meme. A lot of fun though. I think we're gonna hop off here now. I know it's been some people are just joining in and stuff. We're gonna hop off now. I'll be in Discord text chat all day. I saw Nurse actually about a year ago in person in Vegas. But we're gonna hop off. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We're at the tail end here of the stream. Scout, your car looks great. I'll try to get yours tested in the next one, Bosch. We'll try. We'll do our best here to get it tested and get it working. Join the Discord linked in the description. All these streams are going to be taken down tomorrow off this channel and put to my VOD channel. It's just called Twin Turbo VODs or Twin Turbo VOD. That's it. Pretty simple to get to that channel. If you guys want to watch the full VOD, a video is going to be on the channel tomorrow. Oh, you gave me the shitty break version. It was still fine. It was still fine. It was a lot of fun. Videos coming up tomorrow and probably the day after and probably the day after that. So have a good night, guys. There's gonna be a video tomorrow. Yep, video exactly. I'll be in Discord text chat all night. I'm up all really late. I might be in voice chat later playing Minecraft. So if you've been there playing Minecraft, you can hop in and just hang out, just chill. You might hear some yelling because we're playing Minecraft. We're trying to win, but we'll see. Oh wait, Bosch sent me his car. Wait, we'll try this. Here, wait, Bosch. Oh wait, it does. Oh wait, I don't think it does it work. Can I download? Let's see if I can download it. I'll try this real quick, Bosch. Wait one sec, guys. We'll try this. I gotta download it. Just wait right here. We'll try to download it. I'm gonna delete. We can't delete the old mod, can't we? Okay, I'm gonna close BeamNG. You're gonna see a black screen for a second in my face. Here, enjoy this glorious image. While I try to switch out the cars real quick for this one. We'll see if it works. Do this. And this, we'll try BeamNG one more time and try to get one lap out of this thing and finish off that way. Just say for the respect. Fair enough. Will you send the? We'll send you the video. Yeah, send it to me, man. Send it to me. East Coast. This. What is that? What is what? The person on the right. That's me. Enjoy that. It is the Rolfo family. Only impending doom. There you go. We'll see if this works. We'll try. We'll get rid of Cancro right now. It's loading. That's a good sign, at least. It's not going to crash. We'll see. We'll see. Nope. Nope. Doesn't work. I don't know why. It must be some sort of mod crashing BeamNG. It must be. I'm gonna guess one of the mods that you're using is crashing BeamNG, or crashing the car at least. That's all it could be. It doesn't actually work. It doesn't even turn. Unfortunately, if you can figure out what it is and resend it, it could be. It's probably. I'm guessing a badge mod. No, lockers aren't broken. I've tested lockers. You don't have 5K viewers. That's okay, Aaron. We're hanging out. That's okay. This is literally the end of the stream. That's why that's why we're just hanging up here. But I would check your badges, Bosch, because it could be badges crashing. Because sometimes badges crash BeamNG. We're gonna hop off. I'll be in Discord chat all night. Maybe voice chat later on. Video up tomorrow and the day after. Have a good night, guys. Yeah, Bosch, if you figure it out, I'll test it next time. All right, bud. Have a good night, guys. I'm gonna hop off. Go eat some dinner. It's 6:10. And thank you for watching. And I guess I will see you guys.